Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yeah. How do you feel it? Can you feel it? Excuse me, doctor. How do you feel this? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Let's start with a special shout out. Shout out's not the right word. Acknowledgement. Whatever you want to say to Moses Moody. I don't know if you saw that. That's
gross.
That's PTSD, dude. First off, if you see, just to catch everybody up, and good morning, if you see something coming across your social media, hey, this is the Moses Moody injury. Look, it's not Kevin Ware at Louisville. It's not Joe Theismann. It's gruesome. So if you don't like that, don't watch it. He went down with came down wrong, banged his knee on the floor. What I first thought, but I'm not a doctor, and then I read through, and there are actually some doctors in there. That is almost certainly a dislocated kneecap. And it's gruesome looking. Now I hope as somebody who has had that done twice in a different capacity. Mine went to the left. His went straight up. Like, I hope this is the case. Generally, it's not like it's still a really bad injury, but it's the ligaments. Mm-hmm. The kneecap probably reset itself within seconds, if not a minute. And then it's just whether he stretched or tore those ligaments keeping the knee in place is what they're going to, I'm sure, find out today. Very healable, he'll be fine, I would think. But, dude, I just, in watching him, that is the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, and it was 7th grade, and I still, talking about it, I literally feel the pain right now in my brain from going through that. I can't imagine going through that in the middle of your basketball career in front of tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
So not a great night for him, and I would imagine he is on all kinds of stuff right now, and hopefully comfortable.
You mentioned, did I see it? I should have answered no.
Gotcha.
But I knew it. It was one of those things where I saw it, and it's like gruesome injury, and then it was the video. I'm like, you know what? I'm not watching that.
No, don't. So, it's just again.
If I happen to see, I'm not seeking it out.
You're not going to pass out. I'm not.
I just don't like those things.
No, I don't either. All right. So that said, hopefully Moses returns super healthy. Looking at headlines today, former Lakers champion Andrew Bynum was seen riding his bike in Los Angeles. What's next?
Wow.
A lot to cover today. Let's start with you, Jason. Chris and I talked before the show. We talked yesterday about our group chat and all that. I don't know how to say this. You don't have to send everything you think is funny. Yeah.
It wasn't funny?
Way too. No, actually, it was hilarious.
Oh.
It was just funny because we just talked about that, and part of what we talked about yesterday is how you send the least amount of stuff. So I almost texted.
I sent 10 things last night.
You sent one.
He kept saying, "Hey guys,
hey, what do you think? It's funny? Can I get a thumbs up?" I almost texted that back, but I thought I'd save it for the show. Actually, I love that stuff when the comments.
I was told
happen.
in group chats I don't use a thumbs up or ha ha enough.
That's 100%. Wait, was I the one that told you that?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't do it at all.
No, that's another thing about our group chat I love, because if you're in a group chat, especially with many people, Jason, let's say we're in a Sactown Sports group chat. There's like 12 of us, right? And Jason says,
too many.
What?
Too many.
Way too many, first off. But let's say Jason says, oh, guys, heads up. Kevin Nagel is going to join us at 8 a.m. to talk about the stadium and Republic and all that. Frankie, thumbs up. Alan, thumbs up. Whitey, heart. And every time that happens, you get a notification. Oh, Dave, you can just turn off your notifications. Oh, I do. And then I look down at my phone 20 minutes later, and I have 19 texts that I somehow missed. And then I go, oh, God. And then I look, and I'm like, where are everybody? like, you don't have to thumbs up. I know people be like, well, that's me acknowledging. You don't have to acknowledge. Like, you saw it. Unless it's somebody saying do the thing and then just say, got it.
Got it.
What's worse, that or K?
I can't really speak because I'm a K guy sometimes. Sometimes okay.
One
It's lazier than okay. Like, and if I do give a thumbs up in any capacity, it will be the emoji of the thumbs up in the reply, not attached to your text, if that makes sense. I'll actually reply with it, got it, or whatever, which I rarely do. I won't just put my finger on your text until all the emojis come up. I guess there's not much of a difference there, but.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, so, no, I thought that was funny. And might get that haircut. I would like.
I think it was the tomfoolery in the front, or in the back, is what got me.
It was I got the 1-2 buckle my shoe.
The tomfoolery in the back. Yeah, it got me too. That's.
That was sent to me.
Was it?
I sent it to you guys.
That's actually. I love those things.
Hey, look, you're on.
Am I though? Let's see.
Yeah,
Am I?
that.
And am I? And
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on. Okay. Hey, how about that, everybody? I can read your texts at 916-339-1140. So, yesterday was a health day. I found myself in the doctor's office yesterday for nothing crazy, but I've had a I first got it checked. Now I know because I saw my chart. First got it checked in 2013. So I've had I forget what it's called, but my heart will skip a beat every once in a while. And when it happened at first, it freaked me out. And I went to the doctor. Again, it was like 13 years ago. And they did the whole EKG. And I had to, it's one thing I'll never forget. I had to run on a treadmill as fast as I could for sprint on a treadmill. And then they'd be like, okay, go. And then I had to hop off the treadmill, lie on my side on the little bed, and hold my breath as long as I could while they hold a stethoscope up to my heart, right? Like the stress test or whatever. I'd do all this stuff, right? And they were like, again, I'm paraphrasing here, but they were like, yeah, the thing you have is like totally normal. There's like bad ones and there's fine. The one you have, it's super duper normal, whatever. So I talked before about the blood pressure thing that's been popping up, and I got on this medication for the first time 3 weeks ago, and I've been a good boy. And about 3 weeks ago is when I started getting the flutters again. But usually they'll come in maybe a day or two here and there. I'll get for a good 5-10 minutes. It'll be off and on, maybe in the morning. And then sometime in the afternoon, I'll feel it again. It literally feels like a tiny tickle in your chest. And that's it. No other effects, no dizziness, nothing. Well, the problem is that I've been fairly consistently once or twice a day now, for the most part, not every day, but pretty consistently for the last 3 weeks that I've noticed, I've been having these. And so I thought, well, I'm on this new medication. It says, I don't want to screw around with this stuff. So I called and was like, look, I feel fine, but da-da-da-da-da. And of course, what do they say? They go, well, you're probably fine, but we'd really like you to come in immediately just to get you. I'm like, all right. So I roll in. There is one certainty generally when you go to a doctor with something. Whatever is bothering you that gets you to the doctor, when you get to the doctor, you will feel better before they even start. So, excuse me, guys. Of course, I get there and they hook me up to the EKG, and it's all gone. And I'm trying to do things to trigger it, which I don't even know how to trigger it, but I'm trying to take different breaths and do things and hold my whatever. They're like, sir, just breathe normally. So, okay. So EKG reads fine.
Should just read King's News.
Seriously, dude. Seriously. It's probably what it is. So we have a good conversation. They go, well, you sound fine. Everything's fine. We listen to your heart. Then she's like, well, let me
Listen to your heart.
When it's calling for you, Roxette. Gotcha. Great call out, Chris. All right, ADD. So, thanks, dude. She listens to the beat of my, that's not going to help, You get what she does. Then she
And
says,
the beat goes on.
Then she says,
Beat around.
beat it. Beat Street. Beat Street's a pull, dude, by the way. Wow. She takes my blood pressure. They took my blood pressure when I came in, and my blood pressure was great. And then she says, I'm just going to, I want to do this manually because that's strange. You know, it's supposed to be elevated, but you're on this medication, but your blood pressure is pretty perfect. And I can tell, you know, you're obviously, you're a little, everybody gets a little anxious. You should be a little anxious. So I just want to make sure it's actually not too low. So she takes it with the cuff with the thing, you know, where she pumps it up. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Oh, sorry. and it's like perfect again. And I'm like, okay, this is the second time this has happened. This happened a couple months ago before I even got on this medication. Like, I went in, they took my blood pressure. It was great. I was like, yo, I've had this blood pressure thingy that I've been carrying around, and I've been taking my blood pressure a couple times a day. I was like, look, I took my blood pressure, what is today, the 24th? Like a week ago, my blood pressure was 170 over 105. Now, just so you understand, just so everybody understands, normal is less than 120 over less than 180. So let's just say,
80.
80.
What'd I say?
180.
Oh, sorry, 120 over 80. 120 over 80, anything below, perfect. 130 over even less than 80, that's elevated. 130 to 139, 80 to 89, that's high. Hypertension stage 1. 140, 90, hypertension stage 2. Higher than 180, higher than 120, hypertensive crisis, go to the doctor, you're in trouble. So I'm pulling like, not consistently, I'm looking at it right now. I'm pulling like 151 over 100, 141 over 84. I'm like, I just took it this morning and it was 153 over 110, which is weird. I've been on this medication. You just took my blood pressure, and I actually took a picture because I knew I was going to tell the story this morning. Which, isn't it weird that I'm like literally thinking of show material when I'm doing all this? That is honestly. Took my blood. It was 122 over 84 at the doctor's office with anxiety, which I had taken it a few hours before, and it was, what did I say, 153 over 110. What's going on? My blood pressure should actually be higher. We all agree on this when I'm there than when I'm at home. So she starts asking me questions. And she's like, okay, so when you take your blood pressure, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm chilling. She goes, are you not talking or doing anything? Are you sitting quietly for 5 minutes before? I'm like, no, but I'm not generally. I might pet my dog or something while I'm doing. She's like, you're petting your dog while you take your blood pressure. I'm like, it's right there. No. Okay, she's like, secondly, are you sitting up and is your arm like elevated? And I was like, sometimes, but sometimes because I was on the little, what do they call that? The little chair bed thing in the doctor's office? Table. And so I had been lying back. I'm like, sometimes I'll be watching TV or something. I'll be lying back and I'll take the blood pressure. And she's like, show me how. And so I laying back. A lot of times when I am prone on the bed propped up with pillows and stuff, I'll kind of cross my ankles just to be comfortable. I didn't even know I was doing it, but I was. She's like, so you're lying down sometimes and your head is being tilted by pillows and you have your ankles crossed. And I was like, sometimes. She's like, okay, we need to go over how to take your blood pressure. So apparently all of that is giant no-nos that will spike your blood pressure. And then she goes, do you have a readout of? I said, of course. And she goes immediately and she goes to like the little drop-down screen and like what model. Oh, and she's like, oh, I get it. What do you get? There's a lot of problems with this model. Like they tend to spike high blood pressures. I'm like, hold on.
You got the Samsung of.
Right, exactly. I said, just hold on a second. Are we leading somewhere here? There's no chance we're leading towards, I don't have high blood pressure. I got a faulty machine and I'm on medication now that I don't need. She's like, no, because I can see some of the readings that we've taken here and da-da-da-da-da. Like, she's like, but I would go ahead and first off follow those rules. Secondly, I would get a new machine. This is the one I would recommend you're going to get. And these are the times I would take it. And these are the times. Well, when should I not take it? Well, definitely don't take it when you first wake up. I'm like, that's usually when I take it. So I'm doing all these things wrong, right? And then she finally says, well, what I'd like to do, just to be sure of everything, She goes, I want to do some thyroid stuff and this and that, whatever. Like, I want you to go. We're going to take some blood panels. And I'm like, cool. And so she hands me the sheet, and I go down. I'm supposed to go downstairs, and the lab's right there. Here's the important thing to understand. I don't do blood. Dead animals and needles, those are my two things. I don't remember the last time I had my blood taken, but I think I was a minor the last time I actually had blood panels done.
You were working as a minor, or you were a minor? You were a kid?
I was below 18.
Oh.
I think
below 18 feet.
Yes, of age. I think I was actually 17. They had no record of any panels ever drawn on me because I asked them just to be. She goes, when was the last time your panels were drawn? I said, I can't even remember, to be honest with you, but do you have it? And she's like, well, this goes back to 2003, and we don't have anything. No. So, no.
This goes back before computers.
So I'm like, okay, dude. And also I'm like, you got to do this. And then this is so bad, but I was trying to like psych myself out. Like I'm in line. There's like 3 people in front of me. I'm getting anxiety. My hands are literally, and you don't have to tell me. I know I'm a big, fat, stupid baby for all this, but what do you want from me? So I'm in line. I'm getting a little anxious. I'm starting to actually think about like, what if I tell them that like I got to go pick my kid up from school and can I come back? Like I'm trying to think of ways to escape. But then, I hope this hits right. Then a mom and her kid come in, and the kid's probably is a little boy, 10, 11, 12, and he's got his head wrapped in a bandana, which maybe a fashion statement. I'm pretty sure it's the telltale bandana of kids going through chemo, lost his hair. He's wearing a bandana. I look back at the mom and the kid, I just look back to see who it was, and we caught eyes and did the whole, smile, how you doing sort of thing. And I turned back. I'm like, okay, dude, this kid is getting poked and prodded and going through God knows what. You're a grown man. Shut your face. Get it done. So that kind of, I don't want to say the kid going through this crap pumped me up. That sounds weird, but like, that motivated me where I'm like, just shut your face and get it done. Quit being a baby little with us. So I get back. I'm sitting down. The phlebotomist, I think is what they're called, named Gina, Gina, pronounced Gina, not Gina, Gina, just to be sure. We sit down and she's like, we start small time. She's like, hey, a little nervous? And I go, what do you mean? She goes, your hands, you got a little tremor. And I look over my hand. I was like, oh, Christ. Okay. Yeah, a little nervous. So we start talking. She's like, this could be fine. Then she pulls out, she puts all the prep stuff on the tray. Not 1, not 2, 3 vials. I'm like, are you filling all those? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. She's like, it's going to be quick. I was like, well, what about filling 1 big vial and then you can just like pour it? So we're having a little back. I'm having fun. I'm making jokes. So anyway, she goes, all right, look, just she's like, you're fine. She's like, hey, just look over there. Don't worry about it. I'll prep you up. And then the smell of the rubbing alcohol hits me. I'm like, okay, it's coming soon. And then she goes, so do you have any, I guess she saw, well, it wasn't on this, but I had my phone in my left hand. I was live tweeting. So I had my phone in my left hand, and I think it was on one of my dog pictures that I have so she goes, oh, you have dogs? And I go, yeah. And she goes, oh, I want to see. So I go, well, thank you for asking. Of course you can. And so I start like going through the dogs and all that. And I show her, here's Gus and Nacho, and here's Gracie. Oh, Frenchies. Yeah, I have this. So we're talking. Anyways, at one point, because she's still kind of doing the tie off and the this and the that. So at one point, we're like 5 minutes into this conversation. And I have the thought where I'm like, are we going to, does it take this long? So I look, I finally turn just out of habit to see what she's doing. She's filling the 3rd vial. She did. Yep. She'd already stuck me. She'd already filled, I honestly felt, hand to God, I didn't feel any needles going into any parts of my skin.
She's very good.
Oh my God. And so I saw this and I just started freaking out, not in a bad way. I was like, dude, are you serious? And she goes, what? Like she got taken aback. Like I was angry. I was like, no. I didn't know you were even taking blood yet. Are you kidding? So this thing I was anxious about, and then I got like really euphoric and I'm like, now I know what the ancient Vikings felt like when they were at war now. Like, we all bleed the same. Like, I can handle it. Like, I am a man. I am a grown man. This is great. Give me more blood panels work, and I donate blood. I am ready. All of my blood is yours. So here's the cool thing. Got that done, went home. She gave me a little Band-Aid-y thing or whatever, no wrap and all that. So, I had a little walking wounded patch, Go home, I'm trying not to.
A warrior.
Trying not to show it off to my wife and kid just to let them notice. But, maybe I'm holding my arm out a little bit, Finally, they notice. I'm like, that's fine. Just,
Set the screen.
So everything's turning out great. But then there's the part of me that's like, they're taking panels for the first time since I was a kid. Now it's the impending, what are my panels going to show? What do I have?
It says here this is 3% Carl's Jr. Ranch.
That's low.
Dude, I'm telling you, I did not sleep well last night because they were supposed to call today and do the whole thing and blur. Well, I wake up this morning and I have a text message, and it's like an automated text message. It's like, your blood panel results are ready in your MyChart app if you care to take a look. I'm like, I can look at my blood. Really? So somewhere overnight they did them, and I don't understand them at all. So I did what most people should do, is I uploaded the screenshots to ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to analyze what my blood panels are. And I said, analyze these blood panels for me. And so she said, short answer, this is a very clean, normal panel overall. Nothing here jumps out as abnormal or concerning. And then she went through liver and kidney function and all that. Overall take, this is a textbook healthy panel. Liver, kidneys, electrolytes, blood sugar, nutrition markers. And then she finished up, what'd she say that really pumped me up? Bottom line, you're not just normal. You're leaning towards optimal performance health. And then there was one point where she was like, this is a little, like, it's still normal, but it's on the higher side. It might be because of your high protein diet and it basically, she was like, and it looks like you have a very athletic lifestyle. So listen.
And some people say ChatGPT is just programmed to say what you want to hear.
Thank you. No.
Some people say that.
So with 2 minutes left in the segment, I would just like to say this. Normally, this is the opposite, but I'm not saying that at this point I'm a lifestyle guru, but I'm not saying that I'm not. Because to be where I'm at and to be, as modern technology has said, in optimal blood health, I'm just saying it. I'm not a doctor, but if people want advice, 1-800-920-1140. Maybe on your diet, lifestyle. Not everybody can be optimal. But if you'd like to be, be one of those. Maybe go on Twitter, start a Twitter account. You see all those health and lifestyle influencers. Never thought of being one of those guys, but kind of change that. So kind of change your outlook.
And I would like to say Bonneville International does not back up the statements of Carmichael Dave.
Don't I just have to say this isn't medical advice first or something? Whatever.
This is purely entertainment.
So anyways, bottom line is, kind of got put through hell yesterday, but came out.
Put through hell.
Oh, just put through. I mean, okay, let's say put through heck. I got put through heck. Scary heart palpitations, blood pressure issues, EKG, blood, massive amounts of blood everywhere in 3 different places. Drove myself there and back. Didn't bring anyone with me. And then when I got home and told Melissa everything, we hadn't decided on dinner yet. She said, what would you like for dinner? I said, you know what I'd like? Why don't we cobble together a couple of Impossible cheeseburger pies, shall we? Let's have a little treat.
So that pasta talk yesterday didn't happen.
Went out the window. We cheated. Nothing like Impossible cheeseburger pie to celebrate perfect health. And maybe put a little extra sour cream and ketchup on it. Maybe. Had a second piece. Feels good, Jason. Of course, they're going to call me with the blood panels today. Be like, oh, ChatGPT was wrong about everything. Here's your problem. Even when I called you last night, didn't you? You had no idea what I had gone through.
No.
So with that being said, it's a very special Very euphoric, optimistic. We got a break. In all seriousness, I was really scared as to I have not had my panels taken. Like I said, I was very, very scared, A, to get the blood taken, and B, what the panels would say. I'm going to be extra goofy today because I'm honestly in a really, it's a relief. I'm glad to know I don't have a heart issue. I'm glad to know that my blood pressure spiking is probably a myth, and I'm glad to know that I have clean blood panels. So yay me.
All good things.
All good things. And you know what? Kind of puts everything in perspective. Kings might win tonight. Is that really important?
You'll be okay with it.
I will be better than okay, Jason, because I'm here to watch it. I'm here to see it. And life is like a box of chocolates. And when the hand's on the other foot, you got a gift horse in the mouth. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's take a first look at this upcoming road trip, shall we? Let's take a look. We'll see what they're going to do. We're going to look at it a couple times this show. And just, what do you expect? What do you want? And so much more. We'll do that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
A's fans, the 2026 season is coming fast, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season packed with theme days, giveaways, and firework nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Russell Peters Relax World Tour.
I go, my parents are from India. She goes, oh, India. See, I knew India. Indian people, you have a big eyes and long eyelash like a cow. Wow, 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 wow.
Saturday, April 18th, 8 p.m., the venue at Thunder Valley.
Wow, 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 wow. I didn't know what to do. I just tipped her and thank you, bye-bye, and I left.
For tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Russell Peters Relax World Tour.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Hey, when does New Guy show up? Isn't New Guy supposed to be showing up? Yeah, we're at the end of the month.
Next week.
Oh, is he?
Monday.
Oh, it is Monday?
Yeah.
Hey, dude. How you doing? See ya. He's
leaving?
No, but he's showing up Monday. And then I won't be here Wednesday.
Oh.
I'll be here Thursday.
Oh.
But I won't be here Friday.
Oh.
And I won't be here Monday.
Okay.
But then I'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. The last part brought it home?
Yeah, you'll see him.
I'll see him.
You'll come across him.
I want to get to the Kings here, but also we have the breaking news, and it's just this is cool.
When it breaks,
We have it first.
it's Sactown Sports breaking news.
Well, you know that downtown stadium that's getting built by Sac Republic and Wilton Rancheria and Kevin Nagel and the whole crew there. They've just announced minutes ago, according to Abridged, I think that's Ryan Willis's outfit, if I remember correctly, abridged.com. Wilton Rancheria and Sac Republic constructing not a 12,000-seat stadium, a 20,000-seat stadium in the downtown rail yards, of course, privately financed, anchoring a 31-acre housing, entertainment, and hotel district. They had initially planned, and we had talked about a 12,000-seat stadium that could eventually be expanded. Well, they're skipping that. They're going straight to 20,000. And it says here it could also accommodate 27,000 attendees for concerts, festivals, and other events. Should be ready in time for the 2028 season. So not this season, not next season, but the season afterwards. So that is freaking cool, dude. Look, everything aside, because I know I get it. I'm not trying to make you a soccer fan. I love this stuff so much. It really hits home because our downtown is just, this all goes back, Jason, to 2012 and saving the Kings and keeping them here and all that. When you look at the alternate reality with all the talk of tanking and losing and draft picks, blah, 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 blah. And I don't ever want to be the guy that's like, yeah, we suck, but we could be in Seattle. I understand where that falls. But in a situation like this, I think it's okay to go, we could be sitting watching, no offense, but an old dilapidated Macy's and movie theater downtown with tumbleweeds rolling through it and all that. And now, 14 years later, 16 years when it opens, you're going to have this jewel of an arena in Golden One Center. All the stuff around that, which got kicked in the junk a little bit with COVID and everything that happened with that, but starting to come back. And now you're going to have this outdoor stadium, which you got to have. Now you have this outdoor stadium right over there in the rail yards, which has been this freaking patch of useless land, this eyesore when you come in forever. And now you're going to have, you've seen the renderings. You're going to have this gorgeous stadium there, which is going to then, as it said in the release here, you're going to have all kinds of different things being built around there. I think eventually the vision is you'll have some sort of connector to the arena district or whatever, foofy thing they're going to come up with.
Call it something like Doco.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have this whole area now. You go downtown for the night. Oh, is there a Kings game or this? Here's an outdoor Coldplay's in town. I know you guys live, whatever. And they're playing the outdoor concerts are so cool. And seriously, like, no offense to any of the other venues that have outdoor concerts here, but you don't have to drive an hour. You don't have to do any of that. This is going to be a state-of-the-art situation. And it's just going to make, as a guy who lives in the suburbs, it's just going to make downtown such a cool, vibrant place. And by the time my kids are old enough to, go out and do all that, it's just going to.
Oh, Avery's going to come back to Sacramento?
Yeah, no, she's not. By the way, she's already dropped that one on me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I would say this, more times than not, seemingly, it's not 100% the case, but when places are built with the idea of expanding, I don't feel like they expand.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad I guess they've already expanded.
Wasn't that a Rayleigh Field thing?
Yeah.
I think when they built it, it was like, well, it could be expanded for X, Y, and Z.
A lot of stadiums are that way.
Yeah.
And then hey, look, it's an expense. It's a big expense. So good for the Republic to get in front of that and just start this step now.
And I know the talk has always been, and by the way, coincidentally, we'll have Kevin Nagel on at 8 a.m. to talk all about this. And I know they're taking deposits and stuff ahead of the new opening. We'll obviously plug that. I know the focus has always been in the zeitgeist, MLS. But I think at some point, this is just me talking, I think at some point MLS and USL are going to merge, like ABA, NBA, all that. I think we may end up being an MLS team at some point, not necessarily maybe in the way and in the manner in which we think it will happen, whether it's through a merger or some other way, but certainly you can't deny that Sacramento will now have the infrastructure for Major League Soccer in whatever form that may be, whether it's USL League Championship or MLS, and also being able to hold, I don't know if the World Cup, I don't think it's big enough for the World Cup type of stuff, but there's no reason why you can't have traveling teams play here, stuff like that.
Oh, just like on the surface, I think it will be the new U.S. like Northern California spot because they go to PayPal Stadium right now.
Yeah.
Which is
that the old Avaya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you already have more seats. It's newer. It should be the new Northern California spot for the men's and women's national teams. So
I agree with you, Chris. And I think it's important to understand that outdoor, yeah, you're right here. PayPal Park, their max capacity is 18,000, so they're going to beat that by 4,000 and be brand new. So that's great news for Sacramento.
That's exciting.
We continue to grow and continue to develop, and I love it. And we'll talk about that at 8 a.m. The Kings are beginning a road trip tonight against the fairly hot. I think they're still hot. I haven't checked in a while. Charlotte Hornets, who have been surprising a lot of folks.
No Neat Clifford.
Who knows? I don't know anything about Westbrook or
the rest of the list.
Any of that stuff. But I can tell ye that the Charlotte Hornets right now, they're pretty much locked in. They're locked into the play-in, I think.
Yeah.
The Bucks aren't going to catch them. The Bucks are 8. Charlotte has the last play-in spot right now. The Bucks aren't going to catch them. The Bucks are 8 behind them in 11th place in the East. What is interesting for Charlotte, what they do have to play for, is the Sixers are the best record play-in team right now. So that's 4 teams in the play-in. The Sixers are just 1.5 games ahead of Charlotte. Mm-hmm. So Charlotte is a half game behind the Heat for 9th. They're a full game behind the Magic for 8th. They're a game and a half behind the Sixers for 7th. And by the way, the Sixers are 1 game behind the Hawks for 6th, 1.5 behind the Raptors for 5th. So between 5th and 10th, you have this mush there. So Charlotte's got a lot to play for right
Sure.
now.
And obviously, if you're in the play-in spot, you want to be in 7 or 8 because you got a game to play with. But and Charlotte right now still has NBA's longest playoff drought.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think if they miss this year, I mean, play-ins, remember, not the playoffs, I think it would get them to 10. So they'd be closing in on the Kings, but obviously it feels like they're on the rise a little bit here.
They're doing a fantastic job. They really are. And currently, let's see, they've won 7 of 10. And I think I just want to look at their schedule here real quick because it's a lot of red L's. And then, my goodness, let me take a look here. They were January 21st, Jason. They were 16-28. They're now 37-34. That is quick math, 21-6 over the last 27 games. That's not fluky. That's getting it done. Now, look, let me just give you, for example, their last 11 wins. Washington, Chicago, Indiana, Portland, Dallas, Boston, Portland, Sacramento, Miami, Orlando, Memphis. Not the toughest schedule.
But they took advantage of it.
But they absolutely took advantage of it. And they had that 9-game winning streak even before all of that, which included wins in Atlanta, in Houston, home against San Antonio, Orlando, who's ahead of them, and Philadelphia. They blew out Philadelphia by 37 points. So this is a team that, this is a team that's been making some noise. Kings obviously not going in that direction right now, but trying to get there. So we'll take a look a little bit later at their road trip. We'll try to predict, what do the wins look like? I was thinking about this last night. How many wins do the Kings have left?
10 to go.
Yeah, with 10 to go. So we'll take a break. Big return tonight, sort of, in the world of sports. Also, we'll get to 3 for Madness at the top of the hour as we drive towards 10 a.m. and Matt and Kayla. And hey, speaking of driving, in an unpredictable world, one thing you can predict, Hoblet will get rid of those high prices for you in ways only they can do right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. You can get up to 4.99% financing for 84 months. You can go as high as 84 months on all new vehicles in stock. And all the rebates they throw out, a lot of times you can only pick one to take. Nope, you get every single factory rebate you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. Remember, 4.99% financing, and you keep all the rebates. Only Hoblet has fought to get you deals like this, and they're this good. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. As always, unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. Big return in the world of sports. Can't get much bigger than this. Kind of a return. We'll explain next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Keegan going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert, or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart. Just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-777-1225.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Christopher Lawn. So happy to have you. 1-800-920-1140. That's your phone line, 916-339-1140. If you wish to text, and you don't have to. You don't have to. Jason, would you like to feel on this episode of Would You Like to Feel Old?
Sure.
It's a little Jason-centric.
Okay.
I'm going to see if you can guess how long this goes back.
Hollins, a 60% free throw shooting, an opportunity to shoot the three for the tie. Second free throw good. Cargo at 69%. They throw it to Morrison. He holds on. Well, you don't want to foul Morrison. You make him get it over half court. You know you got to foul. And a steal! Farmer! Inside! The freshman up! Oh, and they go in front! Rivio! Last chance to dance over Unbelievable! Oh, what a game! Unbelievable! What a game! UCLA! Unbelievable! Are you kidding me?
UCLA beats Gonzaga in one of the great tournament games in history. How many years ago, Jason?
2007.
6-7.
I think it's 7.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It was actually yesterday, March 23rd. Final answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
2006.
Okay. Yeah.
2006. Jason, do you even watch UCLA basketball? What a, it's not Tyus Edney.
No.
No.
But it was an amazing comeback. I still, to this day, feel like that payback was far worse when Jalen Suggs hit a half-court shot to beat UCLA to go to the championship at the buzzer.
Would you have rather lost against Gonzaga and then not had to have dealt with that?
If I knew UCLA would have got to the final, and they would have, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have won the final.
If you knew that they were going to lose on the Suggs shot, would you have rather them just lost against Gonzaga?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was a great.
It was, but then it sets you up for later like heartbreak.
Right.
But that's like saying, like, would I have rather the 0-2 Kings have been 41-41?
Yeah.
Of course not. Tonight, not only is it Kings Charlotte, but it is the return of Tiger Woods.
Wait, what?
It is the return of Tiger Woods. Eldrick. Oh, God, what's his middle name? Why am I tripping?
Tiger.
Is it Eldrick Tiger Woods? No. Anyways.
Horatio.
What is? I should know this. I know this. Is Tiger his middle name? Eldrick Taunt. That's right.
Wait, excuse me?
T-O-N-T, not T-A-U-N-T. T-O-N-T.
I did not know that.
Eldrick.
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
To be honest,
I like him.
I didn't know that either.
What movie that's from?
I don't.
You don't?
What movie is
Wow.
that?
That's from Shaft.
Shaft. With Christian Bale.
Yeah.
It's way too early for Shaft.
Is it?
I think there's like 3 Oscar winners in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like yesterday. We talked about an Oscar winner in Bloodsport.
True.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
I don't remember.
Who's the other 2?
No, I said an Oscar winner.
Gotcha.
I know I've seen Shaft before. I should probably watch it again.
No.
I don't remember the movie.
It's great.
I remember the theme song. I don't remember the movie, but I remember the theme song.
Tony Collette, Chris?
Yeah.
And Samuel Jackson?
Yep.
Golly.
And
What's his
Peoples
name?
was
Jeffrey
He saved every one of us.
Jeffrey Wright.
Right, sorry.
Shaft.
Levine.
So Tiger's coming back tonight to the
Tiger
TGL,
song.
which I think stands for the Tiger Golf League, probably. It's the thing where, like, it's teams of 3. I think Akshay Bhatia had been filling in for Tiger for Team Jupiter, which isn't the planet, it's the city in Florida.
And they're down a game, right?
Yeah, they're down. Yeah, they're down a game, match, whatever, because they should be up 1-0. I was reading the story, and I guess
I don't know. That thing doesn't do it for me. Does it do it for you?
No,
I've seen clips. ESPN's trying to push it. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
I like the concept. I like that they're playing some like crazy made up courses.
Yeah. And they seem into it.
They're really into it. But like it's kind of like hockey. I don't have a really good explanation as to why I'm not into it more. It's golf on non-traditional golf days. It's in a more intimate environment. They're into it. It's just something about like.
I think I'd rather play it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. Maybe it's my mind subconsciously can't deal with like the fact that it's not real.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, can they rig it? You know, like how accurate is it? You know, but whatever.
It's like I don't trust video blackjack.
Right, exactly.
I might lose at regular blackjack.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I'm seeing the cards. I'm seeing them being dealt. Video blackjack's like, really? A 9-card 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't believe it. Right. It's just different. But here's what's interesting about this. Now, it's obviously not the same thing. But we're like less than 3 weeks, I think, away from the Masters.
Is that what's giving you some excitement?
Yeah, because he's been really non-committal about this. I absolutely refuse to believe. I'm not saying he's going to play, but I think right now,
there's a chance.
100%, I think he's saying, all right, I've been working. I had the disc replacement and all the other. I mean, the guy's basically a half robot by now. I've done all this. I'm gonna dip my toe in here. This is as close as you can get to competitive golf without playing competitive golf. He's still gonna be swinging, but he's not gonna be walking the course and in and out of sand traps and all that. I mean, he's in a building. I think this is him saying, all right, this is my first real toe dip into this whole thing. I'm gonna play. Let's see how I feel. Then we'll take a couple of other steps. And then, honestly, if everything goes right tonight, my prediction would be that the next thing that we hear about, or at some point we hear about over the next few weeks, is going to be Tiger Woods and a couple of friends were spotted in Augusta, Georgia, playing a couple of practice rounds. Because that would be the logical next thing, is he'd go to Augusta, camp out there for a couple days, and he'd walk the course and try to play as if he was playing, real actual golf. And I think if he does that and he passes that test, I think he plays.
Yeah.
I still think it's a coin flip that he does or doesn't. Right. But then if he does play, it's kind of a weird thing because, like, my friends last weekend, they were like, I guess Foreigner was somewhere near here, the band. But they didn't have any of the original artists in it, I think. Lou Gramm was definitely not in it. But I seen Lou Gramm, the lead singer of Foreigner. I saw a clip of him like a year ago doing I Want to Know What Love Is. And we see this all the time now. Like I saw Ann Wilson of Heart the other day sitting in a chair doing some. And even Ann, who has one of the great voices of all time in rock and roll. It's just, it's age. Mm-hmm. It's just age, man. Right. And no disrespect. It ain't Ann Wilson. That wasn't Lou Gramm. That's who they are now. There is a part of me that worries a little bit about, like, Tiger Woods is so legend. He's almost an action hero. But if I understand he won in, 2019, but at this point, I think it would be a miracle for him to play in the Masters next month and make the cut.
Right.
And at some point, do we look at that and we go, dude, I want to see Tiger. Golf's better when Tiger Woods is playing. It's a big deal. If he plays the Masters, you can just add about 50% to whatever the hell those ratings were. And if he makes the cut, you're going to have I guarantee you're going to have the best weekend ratings for the Masters since 2019. Right. No doubt about it. But do you run into a little bit of the, I don't want to see you like this, dude. Yeah. I don't want to see you struggling to make cuts and seeing other dudes outdrive you.
I want to see him play.
I do too.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
That's it. Oh, I did say drive. But isn't that the Hobbit music? Oh, because I said drive. All right. I just had a little moment in my brain.
Did you ask the doctor about your memory problem?
I know. I probably freaking should have. We'll take a break. When we get
Blood
back.
panel was great. But there's one other thing.
You know what they didn't check for is oxygen in the brain. That might be it. When we come back, top of the hour, 3 for Madness. I got questions for you. Devin Carter, Maxime Reynaud, Dylan Cardwell. And let's take a fun look. We're going to do this at the end of the season. We're going to do this all summer. But let's take a quick look at what year 2 of the Scott Perry era, what year 2 of that might look like. We'll do all that next.
Domantas Sabonis plays here.
He finds Sabonis. Put the frosting on the cake. Put the cherry on the sundae. Sabonis with a two-hand flush makes it 114-106.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
The spring sale is in bloom at Scandinavian Designs. For a limited time, enjoy huge savings on select modern furniture and decor, including pieces for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and beyond. This is your chance to refresh a favorite space or dream up an entirely new look. Stop by one of our local showrooms or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com. Scandinavian Designs. We make it simple. You make it home.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I'd put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax-free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. How this is taxes.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at TurboTax.com/free. No schedules except for Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, Student Loan Interest, and Schedule 1A.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young, Turnpike Troubadours, Dylan Scott, and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Highway Patrol, Fox Family Heating and Air, and Tecovas. More info at CITPFest.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Hey, guys. Just walking around downstairs getting a drink, and Big Boss is in early. Walk by the office. Hey, how you doing? Then we started talking about a headline from yesterday, and he said something that shook me to the core. He said, I saw you tweeted that yesterday. Just as an aside in part of the conversation. And I was able to finish the conversation and then, have a good day. He's a great guy. He's a nice guy. But I found myself walking away going, oh, God, I wish you hadn't said that.
Because do you know what he was referring to?
I know exactly what he was referring to, which isn't important.
Oh.
But I didn't like the fact. I had not thought about the fact that our Big Boss follows me on Twitter. I don't, it's like my dad used to bring stuff up and, well, I don't know if he's listening or not, but listen, back in the day, you used to be able to protect your tweets from certain people, and I'm not saying I blocked my dad. Just, I don't want to tweet thinking, not that my boss is my dad, but it's a second cousin to that, I don't want to.
Did you ever do the soft block?
Oh, where you block them and then unblock them, and that's
so it stops them from.
That's exactly what I did with because of course I couldn't block my dad, but I don't want to tweet thinking my dad's watching me tweet. And again, Big Boss ain't the same, and of course he should. You want to see what your guys are saying, but everyone. I'll toe the line sometimes. I might call somebody up. The other day I called a guy a booger, right. Heavy language.
Was it Booger?
What?
Was it Booger?
From Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
No, but he was acting like it. Not in a cool way either. So.
Oh, not in a cool way.
By the way, it's Throwback Tuesday, by the way. Notice I'm wearing the old brand. Chris was as a member of management, Chris was not happy with that. It's a throwback shirt.
It is.
The old sporty 1140, if you will. 3 for Madness. Question uno.
What does Devin Carter need to do to earn your trust?
Chauncey Billups, Mike Conley. There was a third name I was looking at. Jason Kidd. By the way, I'm not saying this is who Devin Carter is. Everybody calm down. There are guards that came into the league that had shooting issues that ended up developing into good shooters. And obviously, I hope Devin Carter is that guy. Right now, I like Devin Carter. Now, I'm not privy to anything behind the scenes. I don't know what kind of guy he is. I don't know what his work ethic is. As Russ Westbrook was saying the other day, one thing he did say that I really listened to was when he said, you guys aren't in film, you guys aren't at practice. Well, that's true. And by the way, we'd love to be,
right,
but that's just an abject fact. So I don't know how he is on road trips. Devin Carter might be the greatest guy in the world and a team glue guy. Devin Carter might be a guy nobody wants to sit next to and complains all the time. Odds are I'm sure he's a good dude, but you don't know. So putting my ignorance out there from what I see on the floor and what I see of this team and where they're at. Maybe if it was the Thunder, the Pistons, the Spurs, other established teams, okay, you can have this attitude. You can be a little pickier. For me, whether it's Davion Mitchell, whether it's Keon Ellis, whether it's Devin Carter, these are guys that either are or maybe very well could be rotational, energy, defensive types of dudes. And 916-520-9990, American Energy. I don't think the Kings are in a position to discard these guys. You want to make sure. I think part of what's hurting Devin Carter is that he was picked in the lottery. I think if Devin Carter had been picked in the second round or in the late first, I think it'd be different for him. I think it'd be different for a lot of fans. I like a lot of what I see out there, but his issue is his shots. If I'm Devin Carter, if I'm coaching Devin, and who knows, maybe Doug tells him this all the time. It's like, dude, go out there and focus on what you're good at and make yourself a name there. The other stuff will come in time. Work your ass off, stay in the gym, perfect that shot. A shot is something that can be improved. There's no better example, even though they're different, positions. It is a little apple orange. But Brook Lopez shot 2 threes over his first, 10 years in the league. And now he's one of the best three-point shooting big men in the history of the NBA. These things can change. I think Devin's, look, we're coming towards the end of the test run here, whether it's this year or next year. They still have control. I really see a player in Devin Carter. I just don't know that player is going to come out on the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I think the way the question is sort of what would he do to earn your trust? For me,
I like how I wrote the question and then didn't answer it the way I wrote it.
I know that we always talk about how it's positionless basketball nowadays.
Yes.
I don't truly believe he has a position, and I'm not going to hold that against him.
Right.
But I think where I feel like he would earn my trust, and again, that's irrelevant. I feel like he needs to be a point guard, and I don't think he is.
Yeah.
And that really concerns me. I mean, his ball handling. He's tough. He's physical. I think there's defensive elements that are there. But I think of the other guys that have kind of been non-traditional point guards that have played with this team, Davion has figured out a way to be a point guard a little bit and is so good defensively.
Yeah.
We go to Keon. Keon was pretty good really good defensively, and has found a way to make enough timely shots. Malik is just a gifted shooter and just a spark plug off the bench. So these are guys that have kind of been in that, they're not really point guard roles.
Yes.
I just don't know if he's figured out something else that will get him on the court. And I think his spot, because of his size, would have to be point guard. Mm-hmm. I don't know that it's in him. I'm not done with him, but I'm a little worried about it.
You mentioned Davion Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't checked in with him in a while. We see the occasional game that pops out,
right.
But what's the real story now that we're almost done with the season? So, Jason, Davion Mitchell this year is averaging 9 points, under 3 rebounds, 2.7, and 6.6 assists a game on 48, 40, 68 splits. Obviously, not a huge scorer for a point guard, and he is the starting point guard there. You'd like to see a free throw percentage above 68%. But I'll ask you this. Those statistics, combined with the fact that he's one of the best on-ball defenders at that position in the league, would you, if you could just snap your fingers, would you be comfortable with that as your starting point guard for this team, for the Kings?
I mean, the whole thing depends on what else you have.
Yeah, what you're building around.
So short answer would be no.
Yeah.
Not
be
enough.
a nice bench guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Starting point guard, I'd say that's not enough. Just on the stats alone.
Right.
No.
And but that for me, and I agree with you, that for me is it still hurts me that we don't have Davion Mitchell, because that's, again, on a good, solid, deep team, that's a nice thing to bring. That's a nice arrow in your quiver. And Devin Carter is not there yet, right. But that's kind of what scares me is I don't think Devin Carter, although maybe he could be, but I don't think Devin Carter is a future stud on this team, lead us to a chance. I don't think that's who he is. But is Devin Carter a guy that is very capable of being a rotational bench piece that contributes very, I'm trying to think of comps. Jose Alvarado, something like that, where he's not going to make an all-star team, but you're certainly glad you had him. That's what I worry about with Devin Carter. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Can Max Reynaud and Dylan Cardwell be your front line on a competitive team?
Well, Jason, you just said it. I don't. If I'm just being stupid here, but if you have SGA and Kevin Durant and somebody else as your other 3 guys, well, golly, that's going to be a competitive team. This isn't really. Shams Charania reporting, Arkansas freshman star Darius Acuff Jr. has landed a signature shoe deal with Reebok, becoming the first NCAA men's athlete to receive one from a major U.S. brand while still in college. We're going to talk about Darius Acuff here during the show. He's been making a lot of, The question, though, is with Max Reynaud, and we're gonna get into this a little bit in the next segment, so I kind of want to truncate my answer. But when you're looking ahead to next year, we're going to go from a team that is barely fielding 8 right now to conceivably a team that has a backlog. And in this case, if you've got Sabonis, if you've got whatever you have there, okay, well, you going into next season starting Reynaud. And if you're starting Reynaud, we've talked about this before with Sabonis. Maxime Reynaud isn't even putting up Sabonis. Let's be honest. Maxime Reynaud has been great this year. Maxime Reynaud is not as good right now as Domantas Sabonis. He is not the same guy. And I don't know, even though he's a little taller than Sabonis, and I probably like his rim protection a little more than him, I'm not looking at Reynaud as like this defensive stud. So then the question is, well, Cardwell, I think I saw, is leading the league in at least one rim protection stat out there. I think I just saw that stat over the weekend from Basketball Ref. Can they share the floor? Can Cardwell be a guy in the middle that makes up for Reynaud's deficiencies? And effectively, Reynaud, I guess it wouldn't really matter, but you're talking about one of those guys being a power forward, one of them being the center. I'm asking. I don't know that can be a successful combo.
Yeah, if we do the back half of this season, it would say they're getting some of their numbers, but the team's not winning.
Yeah.
Now, part of that is a little bit by the other part of the design, like people that are out. As much as I think we're impressed with what Cardwell has done, there's got to be a lot of growth offensively. He still looks a bit timid. Like, what would be his ability to score on this team? It's dunks, it's putbacks.
Yes.
But there's times that he'll get the ball in the paint and I pump fake. I don't know what to do. Like, he just gets rid of the ball. Like, there needs to be more of an offensive threat there, but that's okay. Like, that's what this summer will be for. That's what the work will be. He's going to get a lot of offensive tutelage, I would say, over the summer, and there needs to be a huge jump in his offensive game to be a regular contributor on a team that's, trying to do something.
So I guess let's start with hyperbole. If Dylan Cardwell has Ben Wallace-type defensive capabilities, that's a different story. Do you think his defensive ceiling is anywhere in not Ben Wallace, the Hall of Famer? Calm down, everyone. But is it in the Wallace-type orbit?
That's a huge leap. But, he's by far the best interior defender on this team.
Yeah.
And it makes up for what Sabonis and Max lack. So there's a role for him for sure. But then it gets back to, all right, if you do have Sabonis and you do have Reynaud, and then let's assume Hunter and Keegan Murray, are you playing bigger? Are you playing smaller? Can you utilize all 3 of those bigs? All questions for Scott Perry, B.J. Armstrong, and those guys for this summer.
Well, the other thing, too, is he's currently shooting, limited, but he's still had enough to give us an idea, shooting 58% from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. And now that is almost – that's not in Hackadillin territory, right. But it's –
But if he starts to play a lot more, it becomes that.
Yes, it does. So just using some statistical help here. Per 36, so assuming they played 36 minutes a night, which is on the high end, but not that off for a starter, Maxime Reynaud would be averaging, and this isn't over the last month or so, this is all year long, Little under 17 points, 10 boards, 2 assists per game.
Mm-hmm.
Where it gets interesting for me is, again, the question is, are they starting together? Are they playing legit minutes together? Dylan Cardwell is averaging 9 points, 13.5 boards, and 2.5 blocks per 36 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that you give him 36, that automatically carries over. As a matter of fact, yeah, here's the important one here. He would also be averaging 6.1 personal fouls per, there's some things. But if this summer, to your point, if he was working almost purely on offense, and especially from the free throw line, he could get that free throw percentage up to 70. Well, now all of a sudden, and I'm acknowledging that this doesn't take into account both of them on the floor, sharing space.
Right.
If I'm Maxime Reynaud, I'm doing nothing but shooting threes in the summer. If I'm Dylan Cardwell, I'm doing nothing but, strength training and shooting free throws over the summer. But when you look at those 2.5 blocks a game to go with that type, that's league-leading area rebounding. It really makes me wonder, okay, numerically, if those numbers played out, they could be a good front line. But would those numbers play out if they were playing, of those 36 minutes, 30 of them together?
Yeah, and then the first question I would ask you is Sabonis here? Because then that's not happening.
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Jason. Question number 3, please.
Question 3.
Looking ahead to year 2, what would your outlook be if you were Scott Perry?
Okay. So this is where it gets really interesting, especially considering the fact that this team, record-wise, stinks right now. Since he's the name du jour, all right, I'm going to use Darius A. Cuff Jr. But as I go to most of your mock drafts right now, in some order that could play point guard, you have, let's say, in the top 8. Let's even say top 10. You have LeBaron Phelan out of Alabama. He's a point guard. You have Mikel Brown Jr. He's a point guard. You have Acuff. He's a point guard. Keaton Wagler's a point guard. He's a shooting guard, but you have Kingston Flemings. He's a point guard. And then you have Darren Peterson, who's a point guard, shooting guard. That's.
Yeah, I feel like they play him at 2.
I think he's a 2. I do. I think he's a 2, like Wagler's a 2. But even if you pull that back, that's half the projected top 10 picks that are point guards. So it could be Darren, it could be Acuff, it could be Flemings, it could be Brown Jr., whatever. Let's just pick Darius Acuff, okay? That's your draft pick. It would stand to reason based on the projection of where the Kings pick and also most of your mock drafts, though those can change dramatically, that they would have a shot at somebody like Darius Acuff. That would be a safe bet. So we'll just use him for funsies. So you go Acuff, right, at the 1. Presumably, you would go Sabonis at the 5. I don't know that they're going to re-sign Precious Achiuwa, but I'm starting to get a pretty decent feeling they might, if the money makes sense. But either way, I'm just going to put Achiuwa in there.
In the starting lineup?
Well, who am I forgetting?
Keegan, Hunter, DeRozan, Levine.
Okay.
Westbrook, if he's here, I don't think he will be.
But. The issue there is, are any of those guys 4s?
Right. Max.
So you've got Max, and this is kind of where I'm getting to here. You have DeRozan. You have Levine. You have Keegan. You have Hunter.
You have Monk. They're not going to start him.
They're not going to start him. You have Monk.
You have Clifford.
You have Nate Clifford.
You have 2 second-round picks.
You have, including the first second-round pick in the second round. You assumedly have Devin Carter.
I guess you technically could have Hayes. I mean, he won't start.
Yeah. Nope, you're right. Well, if we're going to play that game, you technically could have Westbrook.
Could. I mean, but like Hayes has some guarantees on the contract.
Darius Acuff as your new rookie or substitute name du jour. Killian Hayes, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Keegan Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Max Reno, Precious Achiuwa, Domantas Sabonis. I'm having a real struggle because what I want to say is, guys, on paper, that's a hell of a lot of talent. Like, talent to the point where do I want to start getting behind the Kings could be a surprising team next year that actually with health and with cohesiveness and with some added talent out of the draft and with the development of Clifford and Reno and Cardwell, is this a team that could actually surprise some people next year? And then the other voice is saying, Dave, they looked really good on paper this year too, and all we did was talk about this is a mismatched team. I'm not entirely sure. Remember, part of that mismatch was we didn't have a point guard, and the point guards we plugged in were Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. We didn't have any defense down low. We didn't have a power forward. But if you're able to do something where you can go, and not only is this a lot of talent, it's also an incredibly switchable lineup. You're going to play Cardwell and Achiuwa, and you're going to play Keegan and DeAndre Hunter on the floor at the same time. You're going to go small. Maybe you slide Hunter or Keegan to the 4. You could go heavy defense with this type of team. I don't know, but I do know. I think they've been sliding down the list. We had said that they had the second most payroll committed next year after some maneuverations. I think they're down to like 5th or 6th, but still, they have one of the highest payrolls in the league as of right now. I still believe that DeRozan, Levine, possibly Westbrook, and Sabonis, if they can, will be moved. So this year, team's going to suck. This isn't the right mix. And a lot of things could look differently by next year, but if this is what we were going into, in this hypothetical situation, I think I would go into next year, Jason, saying, I don't know what the hell I honestly have no idea what this team's going to be.
Yeah, I think, for the outlook for Scott Perry, what he's got to still be looking at is getting younger.
Yes.
And so I think they've got to look at DeRozan, Levine, Sabonis, and see if there's any possible way to move 1, 2, if not all 3, but at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because then I think you're getting obviously something in return.
Yep.
You then maybe are opening up things for Reno and Cardwell if that's what you want to have in your front court, or get something back in return. Maybe cleaning up some of the wing spots a little bit, or just creating opportunities for Clifford if he's a bigger part of your future for your draft choice. I mean, they've got. It's a weird mix in a sense that, it doesn't feel like it's completely lack of talent.
Yeah.
But it hasn't fit. And now I think the reason they've played a little bit better, or it's looked a little better, is they're just play bigger.
Yeah.
I think at the beginning of the year, remember how small they were.
Yes.
There's a lot of different roads he can take, but he's got to clean this up a little bit.
I think so too. And look, from the beginning, I don't know if he said this publicly or even privately necessarily, but what we've been saying is this is a 2-year project.
Right.
This is a 2-year project that could get accelerated. It won't be delayed. I mean, unless you have 900 injuries again. But this is a 2-year project that could get accelerated. It's just based on what they can clean up from a salary cap point of view. And so much of that relies on them hopefully being able to move salary. They owe, as of where it stands right now, in the neighborhood of $203 million next season. By the way, cap figures were released yesterday. Yeah. It's going to drop about a minute. So, they go from $202 million owed next year to $98 million owed the following season, which is,
that's where they're trying to really be set up.
That's exactly where they're trying to be set up, and I think it's incredibly important to know that there's a team option for Devin Carter for a little over $7 million. There's a player option for Malik Monk that I don't think is a guarantee he'd opt into if he was still here for $21 million. So that's $28 million. And then you're on the final year of Domantas Sabonis if you still had him at $48.6 million. So, that being said, and not counting in their picks they're going to get this year, but that alone, Nick Clifford, Max Reno are also player options. I have a feeling those will get picked up. That alone, that means that, including Keegan Murray's extension, Dude, it's like $80 million that could conceivably also be gone on a team. Well, that's not, again, I'm not counting their new draft picks or anything. So, but the team owes $98 million. That's a big piece of canvas to work with.
Yeah.
And I think Scott believes this. I don't want to speak for him, but there's going to be a need for patience. I think year 2 is just that. I'm not saying it's a throwaway year. I think they're going to try to win some ball games, but year 2 is like, okay, we got to get through this. Hopefully Neek and Max and Dylan have continued to develop. Whoever they pick next year develops. That's a piece there. Maybe they pick up another piece or two. Perry had a great draft. We talked about that. You got to say that. And then they go into the following year probably with another lottery pick. And on top of that, a ton of cash.
Yeah.
A ton of cash. I think that's the view. Nobody wants to hear 2 years, but my God, if you told me this team could go through a full rebuild and be on the way back up in 2 years, if you told me that at the beginning of the season, I said, please, abso-freaking-lutely.
Well, especially because we've just about knocked out one of them. So you don't want to go down the road and then go, let's kind of patch it. It's like, if you've started it, start it.
We'll take a break. Remember, Kevin Nagel will join us in about a half an hour to talk about the news with the new stadium opening. Bigger, better, brighter. That's at 8 a.m. We got a lot to get to, including the fall of Michael Jordan, at least down the statistical ranks. When we come back, opening day is upon us tomorrow as the San Francisco Giants, the tentpole franchise of the league, take on another team. We'll talk about that and so much more next.
Plays here. Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the three. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
What in the world is going on?
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
iPhone 16e for $0.
No way. Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos.
Clean up your photos. Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon.
What they said.
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
A's fans, the 2026 season is coming fast, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season packed with theme days, giveaways, and firework nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
What in the world is going on?
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
iPhone 16e for $0.
No way. Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos.
Clean up your photos. Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon.
What they said.
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Innova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
Place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Dwayne wants to know how many World Series have the Giants won in San Francisco. Asking for a friend who likes Kelly and gold. That's 3.
Yeah.
I figured he would know that. It's
Hey.
pretty
So one less than in Oakland.
well known. Than who?
Oakland.
Who?
Oakland.
Who's that?
The Oakland A's.
Who are the Oakland A's?
They were the former team in Oakland.
Gotcha.
Hey, it's an even year.
I'm just using his Sonics bit.
The who?
We're also green and gold, too. That's just maybe not a good color combo. Anybody else have that color combo other than like Oregon, but in major leagues? In pros?
I was going to say Sac State.
Yeah, no, I mean, in the pros. No offense. Maybe green and gold should not.
Packers?
Yeah, they're not moving. Would that be the craziest? Would that be the craziest? No, I guess it wouldn't, huh? What would be the craziest relocation of the top 3 teams in sports? Would it be the Yankees?
Yeah. Cowboys.
Okay, what would be a crazier relo? Cowboys or Yankees? I think Yankees.
I think Cowboys.
Really?
Well, there's talk about moving them to New Jersey for a while.
I don't count. I wouldn't count. I mean, you know what I mean. Like I get it, but I don't count that. You know, there's 2 New York teams in New Jersey right now in football.
There's one New York team. It's Buffalo.
That's right.
They're your team.
The only reason I think Green Bay would weirdly be the weirdest, but the only reason I stop short is because they're like the smallest market in major sports. So they're the Yankees, like the Lakers, they've already relocated.
Yeah.
So anyway, opening day is upon us. The smell of the spring air, the crack of the bats, the organ in some places. I don't know. The peanuts, the popcorns, the Cracker Jacks. There is no more romantic sport than baseball.
Oh, it's romantic, huh?
Regardless of my inner conflict with baseball over the years, I don't think it's close. I really don't. I understand when people say it's not the national pastime anymore. It's the NFL. I understand what they're saying. The NFL dominates Major League Baseball in every metric, but history and that like Ken Burns isn't doing a 9-hour documentary. I mean, maybe he will on football or on basketball even. It's baseball.
Well, he likes baseball more than the sports.
No, I get that, but I'm saying I just think historically, it's also why when you think about it, like great sports movies, most of the best ones, Bull Durham, Pride of the Yankees, Field of Dreams, Major League, they're all baseball related.
Major League 3.
Thank
back
you.
To the minors.
Are you thinking of saying draft day? Because I feel like that's in your head right now, Jason.
Tin Cup, semi-pro.
That's what I'm saying, though.
6 Man.
What's the great football one with Pacino?
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Like, I'm not saying there
Draft
aren't.
day, you're right.
I'm not saying there aren't.
Rudy.
great movies. Okay, that would probably be the most romantic football movie, I would say. I'm not talking about romantic like making out and stuff.
Jerry Maguire. Is that a sports movie? Rocky.
I feel like. Hold on, let me go back to Jerry Maguire here. That's an interesting one. I don't want to say that Jerry Maguire is a rom-com because those same rules would apply to Bull Durham. Like Bull Durham's a secret rom-com that has sports. But there's a lot of baseball.
Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Legend of Bagger Vance.
See, I love that movie.
Greatest game ever played.
But I think if you took like the Mount Rushmore of baseball movies.
The perfect movie.
It is a perfect movie.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I would
One has said.
One has said. I was trying to get on the poster.
You liked it for Bad Bunny.
I did.
I liked it for MJF.
Michael J. Fox?
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
The banker? The baseball player? The parachutist? Who the hell is
AEW World Champion.
MJF is Michael J. Fox.
He's never gone as MJF.
Well, you know. He is to his friends. I don't think there's anything more romantic than baseball. And I will still get romantic about opening day. But
the fan, that's the perfect one for baseball. And it's at the very beginning, it talks about how romantic it is.
I don't think the fan makes the Mount Rushmore. Although I could see A24 doing a movie like that.
Are you going to opening day tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's not that romantic.
I don't like going to games anymore. Not into it. It's just too much. It's just too much.
What?
Yes, it's just too much. I gotta plan the whole thing. I gotta get in the car. I gotta drive 2 hours. I gotta park. I gotta walk in. I gotta park wherever the hell I gotta park. I gotta walk in.
Why you go to right here, Sacramento?
I gotta get in the car. I gotta drive 40 minutes. I gotta park. I gotta go in. I'm sitting there. I follow the speed limit. I'm sitting there for 2-3 hours. Oh, the sun's on my face. I don't like it. It's hot.
Night
game. I'll go to an A's game this year. I'll break my fast.
Okay. Slowly, though. Don't overeat.
No, I might go maybe first game I go for 3 innings. I am excited about, from a baseball standpoint, without all the politics and everything aside, I'm excited. There's something in this segment that I'm trying to not keep laughing at that happened, and I'm just going to try to push right through it. But I am excited for the Athletics this year. Okay. I do believe this will likely be their last year in Sacramento because of all the labor stuff. But also, Jason, how much of this season are we going to have looming over that labor thing? That's kind of a question of mine there. How much is that going to be mentioned?
I mean, I guess it would be by the media, by us. I don't think the players are going to care about it. I mean, they care. I think it's background noise. I think they're just playing. Because it's not here now. It's going to be something, if at all, after the season. So
is it going to be like the asterisk? We get to in the All-Star break, and you never know when you're going to see another All-Star game again. Is it? I don't know.
We could be making much ado about nothing. Maybe they solve it.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I do not think they will, but I hope they do. But if you'd have told me 10 years ago that we, without understanding the context or anything, that we'd be opening with Giants and Yankees on Netflix. Remember, it's on Netflix, kids, when you can't find it tonight. I'm talking to my dad and all dads out there. The game is on Netflix tonight. Tomorrow. When you're looking on your YouTube TV or Comcast or DirecTV, I can't find the damn game. It's because it's on Netflix.
What's that?
Can I also say that I hate this opening day? That stop it.
Get some help.
I don't like the Giants and Yankees on Netflix on a Wednesday. Dude, do the regular opening day thing. Like start out with the whatever it is, 9 a.m. first pitch in Cincinnati or whatever they do. Like you get Cincinnati and Chicago and all those traditional early morning opening day.
Yeah,
and
be like the NFL. Niners and Seahawks from Australia.
I hate that too. Like, I don't like piecemealing all this stuff. Like, and they know what they're doing, business, and fine. I acknowledge that I'm speaking from an emotional standpoint, but when I think about opening day, what is your favorite opening day of all time? I've told this before. It's me and Chris Guernsey. His dad's driving a truck somewhere. It's opening day. It's a Thursday. We get to call in sick to school. We forge notes or whatever we do. Go get some candy and a couple of 2-liters. Go to his apartment, start in the morning with Harry Carey and Chicago Cubs on WGN, and we watch baseball all day long, also watching how our fantasy players we drafted are doing. Will Clark's coming up in a few hours when the Giants take on the whoever's. And everybody's playing. That's opening day to me.
I paid my taxes.
It's not, yeah, I mean, it is an old man take.
Maybe you call up Guernsey and go to his house.
To watch the Giants and Yankees
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Imagine explaining that to somebody 30 years ago. Like you could say, hey, in 30 years, there will be one game
on a Wednesday, and it will be on. I mean, how would you even
something called Netflix?
And maybe
it will be connected to a computer that you connect to your TV.
Bro, imagine explaining that 20 years ago. Or whatever it was when people are like, wait, hold on. The company I get DVDs in the mail from is going to be broadcasting. Like, are they going to send you the DVD?
How does the game happen already?
How does that work? I think what really bakes my noodle. What are we explaining 20 years from now that's happening today?
There was this game called baseball. That was around for over 100 years.
People actually watched it on these screens in their houses instead of in their full body suit that you're in the front row and you can smell the peanuts and Cracker Jacks and you can feel the wind and hear no announcers and you couldn't even outlay the stats in front of you on in your viewpoint. You actually had to. You can't just put your contacts in now and have your Neuralink go get you a soda. It's going to be something like that, dude. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, who's got it better than us? Jim Harbaugh used to say that when he was with the 49ers. We've got a version of that. Well, who's got it worse than us?
Uh-oh.
From a Sacramento Kings point of view. I think that's a good rallying call, and I think that could actually be, forget feel the roar. Who's got it worse than us? Maybe we go with that next year. We got that. We'll talk about the Kings. There are actually teams, according to one formerly local writer, that do have it worse than us. We'll talk about that. Jason's also going to tell you about the latest from our good friends at Gonzalez Law. And during the break, we're all going to spank ourselves as punishment for not mentioning the Sandlot. We all forgot about the Sandlot, which is better than any football movie ever made, probably. We'll be right back after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey there. Jason Ross here. Let me tell you about my friend Jonathan Gonzalez. Gonzalez Law in downtown Sacramento. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187 is the phone number you need to know, because if you're in that spot where you need someone to represent you, you need representation for whatever the situation might be. Maybe you got into an auto accident, you need some help. Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. Wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case, Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. Criminal defense, Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law. Wherever and whatever you might need, something that's on your record you like removed, he can do that. He's specialized in that. It's called an expungement. Get that off your record. Get your life back in order. Get your rights together and go forward with things. Again, it's Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law, with years of experience helping people in our area. And as you know, they offer free and confidential case evaluations, a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record back in the years of 2016, 17, 18, and 19. No case is too big or too small. It is Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law. You You go to saclegaldefense.com, 916-304-9187.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. He's here to tell us what's going on for the Declaration of Deal sales event.
Come learn the art of savings with Hoblet when you save up to $13,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s. Some are even available with 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, with the return of the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi with an all-new 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, you'll find what you already know. This is the best Ram yet.
But do you have the Ram I'm looking for?
Yes, and if we don't, we'll order it for you. The reason we are consistently one of the top Ram dealers on the West Coast is our huge Ram inventory. With over 400 available, including those hard-to-find heavy duties.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$13,500 net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 limited Longhorns after $1,500 factory rebates. Discounts include $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership. Rebates include $500 on-the-job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. Sample VIN 152135. 0% financing for 36 months. Only available through SFS for well-qualified buyers in lieu of all rebates. $27.77 per $1,000 borrow. See dealer for details.
It's time for the madness, and your HVAC system is in a full court press. Cold mornings, warm afternoons. Your heater and AC are battling, and your system is working overtime. Don't let your comfort get knocked out. Score Brower Mechanical's Madness BOGO special. Buy a heating maintenance and get a free AC maintenance for just $89. Call 916-352-3113. Brower Mechanical. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Jason, you doing that actually triggers me because this is Dua Lipa, right?
Yes.
Who I like, but 100%, every one of her songs sounds to me like you know. Is it Dua Lipa?
Or?
Dua. Some would say.
Dua Lipa. It's Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
I don't know if that, well, let's see. Is that her real name? Or is that like a stage name? Because that...
Jefford Smith for Dua Lipa.
Let me see here. That's her real name. You know how we talk about like the quarterback rule where, like, generally you have to have, like, a Studley name to be a Studley quarterback. Manning.
Jim Druckenmiller.
Yeah, right. But again, not Studley quarterback.
Yeah.
Like Roethlisberger and a couple others are the exception. But it's Elway, Brady, Marino, Montana, Steve Young. And Dua Lipa is going to be. You couldn't make up a cooler sounding name. That's a great name. And then, like, who's the lady that's in the news right now? I don't know how to pronounce it right. Is it Chapel Roan?
Yeah.
Okay. Great name.
Is it?
I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody named Chapel? Not last name, first name. Chapel.
That one.
Yeah, that's it. One Chapel. Sounds cool. Billy Chapel. That was Costner's character in when he was the pitcher.
Dave. Oh, it's Chappelle.
Who's got it worse than us? According to Elk Grove's Zach Harper, The Athletic.
Elk Grove?
Yeah, he's formerly of Elk Grove.
Formerly?
First time I ever...
Also, Chapel Roan isn't her real name.
Oh, it's not? Hold on.
Her real name is actually, the weird part of it is Dua Lipa.
Chapel Roan. Is it Roan or Rowan?
Rowan.
Oh, her real name is Kaylee Rose Amstutz.
Wait, what? Not Amstutz.
Well, I added the SH in there. I'm assuming that's the...
Amstutz?
Yeah, it's Amstutz.
How do you spell it?
Amstutz. I'm pretty sure the proper pronunciation is Amstutz. Amstutz. No, you're Stutz. But here's the thing. I mean, first off, okay, why is it that somewhere there was a conversation? It's like, Kaylee Amstutz is not making
What's
it.
the middle name?
Rose.
Rose.
Why would you
I mean,
just
Kaylee
go?
Rose would be
Kaylee Rose. Kaylee Rose has its thorn. Why would Kaylee Amstutz not make it in this world as a singer? Why's it got to be Chapel Roan?
I know. And what did she turn down?
What was the list? Did they come up with a whole list? How did she come up with that name?
Yeah.
Because that's like, I'm confident there's one Chapel Roan in the world. There's not like some Chapel Roan in Georgia.
Right.
Just like, oh, that's my name too. John Jacob Jinglehammer. No, there's one. Was it a group of people? Did they narrow it down?
Yeah.
Was it like, all right, we got Fitzy McGlitzy, we got Banner Talamund,
yeah,
and we got Chapel Rowan. Let's do the
Hawkeye.
And just Hawkeye.
Yeah. She adopted the stage name Chapel Roan in honor of her grandfather, Dennis K. Chapel.
Well, where did the Rowan come from then?
The name combines her grandfather's surname with a word taken from his favorite song, The Strawberry Roan.
All right. I mean, at least there's...
Say that again. What was the grandfather's name?
Dennis K. Chapel.
Well, why isn't it Dennis Rowan?
Is that like your artist name? Your grandfather's
Oh, like the
last
first
name?
street that you lived on and your first pet?
Yeah.
And what was where the Chapel come from again?
Grandfather's last
Yeah.
name.
So take your grandfather's last name and and a word from his favorite song.
Mine would be Lerner Fields.
I don't know what my grandfather's favorite song was.
Mine would be Paez Land.
Paez Land.
Yeah.
Lerner Fields.
Let me think of a song.
Or it's either Lerner Fields, Lerner Strawberry, or Lerner Forever. I'm going to go with Lerner Fields.
I'll go with Brooks' Anthem.
What's your grandfather's favorite song, the national anthem?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just trying to pick.
Wow. The national anthem is Dork.
If your favorite song is the national anthem.
What if it's Whitney Houston's version?
Yes.
I don't know what it is. I was trying to do something that was...
What have you...
Well, I think music was just invented in your grandfather's time, correct?
What if your grandpa's favorite song was like Minuet in D? Or something.
So yours would be Lerner D.
I mean, okay, at least you're getting to the bottom of this. What was the thing with your dog in the street? What was that? That's your what name?
Porn star.
Oh, your adult film star name. Mine would be Bilbo Waterbury, which is an amazing adult film name, let's be honest.
Mine would be Bobo Cabrillo.
What, Jason? What's yours, like A Street Johnson or something?
You ready?
Yes. I'm already laughing.
Is it the first street you lived on?
The first street you lived on as your first name, and your pet is your pet is your first name. Your first pet's your first name, and the street you lived on is your last name.
Hey, you ready? Big Puppy Bentley.
It was better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be good. It's better than I thought it would be.
That actually might be my stage name.
Honestly, Big Puppy Bentley. Big Puppy Bentley, Bilbo Waterbury, and what is yours? Paez McGee or something?
For what? Which one?
What's your dog, your adult film name?
Bobo Cabrillo.
Honestly, we should all change our radio names to that.
DVD set.
It'd be Bobo, Bilbo,
and Big Puppy.
And Big Puppy. Triple B in the morning. Anyways, and I also
think we should ask Kevin Nagel that.
That is a great question. That is a great opening salvo. Can you even remember the first street he lived on? And then the first one? I'm just saying, man. Guy's not 20. Also, no, I forgot because you gave me a look. We'll take a break. I want everybody in the YouTube chat. I would actually like you all to change your names to that. What is your name if you take your first name is your first pet and your last name is the first street you lived on? I want to see that in the chat as the new names. Like Mr. John Smith 916's would be Penny Son Florin. Got a middle name in there. We'll take a break. Shout out Chapel Run.
Yes.
When we come back, Kevin Nagel, managing partner, Sac Republic. Brand new stadium news this morning. It's exciting. We'll talk about it next.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Bob Paul George went up and caught the ball. Touchdown!
The 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind?
For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with the California Highway Patrol, Fox Family Heating and Air, and Tacovas. More info at CITPFest.com.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at pepsipromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of Pepsi Go Inc.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. So shout out to all of you sending in your film names, which again is it's the old joke, the first name of your, first pet and street and all that. Butch Dawnridge, Thumper Manlove. That's a great one. Poxy Leavenworth. These are nice. You know what else is nice?
What's that?
Developing downtown.
Yeah.
We got a soccer stadium coming. A multi-use outdoor stadium, if you will. 12,000 seats. That's a lot. You know what's more than that? I think it's even better than 12,000. 20,000. With the ability to hit 27,000. Kevin Nagel, Sac Republic, Wilton Rancheria, all making this possible. And that announcement came out a little over an hour and a half ago. So we've been talking about that. Want to keep talking about that. Who better to bring on than the managing partner of the Sacramento Republic and so much more, Kevin Nagel. Kevin, it's David Jason. Good morning.
How the heck are you guys?
Good. How are you? Big day.
Oh, it's a big day. Look, I would say this is a monumental day for Sacramento, the region. We're going to change it. It's in the process right now. You're witnessing it.
That's what we were talking about. Look, and I know this is a completely different entity, but you, I think you remember, of course, 13, 12 years ago, somewhere in there, we were having a much different fight in this community, and that involved the Sacramento Kings and downtown, which is now Golden One Center. And I know one of the things we all talked about on the radio, privately, in your circles, was it's not just about the basketball. In fact, the saying was it's bigger than basketball. And I think this is what counts. This is what makes people like me so happy, is that this is just the continuation and the next level of the continued growth of downtown. And now this plight, if you will, that has been there for so long on the front porch of Sacramento, these rail yards that have been slowly improving. Now all of a sudden you have this massive catalyst, and the skyline for my children and your grandchildren is going to be a lot different than what we were looking at over a decade ago.
This could not have happened with my partners with Wilton Rancheria. Mm-hmm. They stepped up. We knew your point is really well taken, Dave. We worked on this thing really right after the Kings, as you may know, to try to make it a reality. We had a lot of stops and starts. Jason, you know that.
Yep.
And now it's becoming a reality. And I mean, we're going to see the infrastructure come up in and around April, and it's going to happen, guys. And I mean, it will be transformative to Sacramento. But to your point, Dave, far greater than soccer.
So, Kevin, the thought on expanding already, we know when the initial thought was about the size of the stadium and now the growth already, like basically of skipping a step, which is exciting, really exciting. What was the thought behind that, and how did you guys land on really starting with the bigger size stadium?
It just became, I think, obvious to us at a certain point that we had to go bigger. One, if you just speak about the whole soccer component, because of the fact that we're looking to the future, whether it's the top tier soccer, in the USL, or even a consideration for MLS, let's say, you have to have a bigger stadium. And then we just could also see we had lots of people that were asking us about, can we play high school football there, the championship game? Can we play the national championships for lacrosse? There was a convergence of a number of demands that became apparent to us that we needed to build it bigger and build it better, and that's what you're going to see today.
Kevin Nagel joining us. One thing people my generation and older will remember is we used to have just the place to be once upon a time was the Cal Expo amphitheater downtown, outdoor concerts, major, biggest names in music. And that got shut down. That got closed down. And no disrespect but to these other places, but you're going to Shoreline, or you're going up to, the amphitheater up north by Marysville, which is a 45-minute to an hour drive. I know soccer is the main tenant, but it's the other events that also excites me. Being out, on a hot July evening that's cooling down and the Delta breeze is coming in, and you're going out to watch some band play outdoors. You're a music guy as well. There's something about watching music and that type of thing outside that an arena just can't match. And when you said it's bigger than soccer, I got to imagine that's in the fold as well.
No, you're completely right, Dave. And I would say this much. There are going to be so many options. We're going to build really, I would say, a state-of-the-art 20,000 size stadium that can increase to 27,000 and larger is what I think. But we're going to have first-class amenities. We won't be embarrassed. This will not be where, there are many stadiums that I go to around the country, and they build a lot of what I would say are sort of Class B stadiums. They're nice, they're workable, but they don't really have the accoutrements that I think, a top-tier stadium does. We will be building that.
Kevin, I've seen on the kind of the initial write-ups as far as the other, obviously soccer, potentially rugby. I've seen football even mentioned. So as someone that's curious about this region, and you've had some connections and talks before with Sacramento State, is there any potential that Sacramento State and the Republic or this downtown facility could ever be a partner?
I would say this much. Everything's always on the table. That's not been the driving force as to why we did that or the reason. But I'd say, look, what we have to do is we have to be good, really good shepherds for our region. And there's an opportunity for something, I'm certain we'll take a look at it. I'm just excited about what we're building. Yeah. And I think that it's transformative down to the rail yards and the multi-billion-dollar investment that's going there. And one thing we didn't really talk about today, but the thing we have next up is a hotel that will go down right next to it. This also will be transformative because, as you know, we need hotel space, and it's a requirement, and it's just a natural that we build that there, as well as other things.
Well, again, let me just dovetail off of what you just said, Kevin. And by the way, I want to throw this out there a couple times. You guys just opened up the deposits for the new stadium to get your seats. Just check it out. Look at all the info at 20kstadium.com. That's 20kstadium.com. So the white whale, if you will, here in Sacramento has always been an NBA All-Star game. But there's also other forms of all-star games as well in different sports, conventions, etc. You mentioned hotel space. Now, I know, obviously, the hotel you're going to build is not going to get us to where we need to with the NBA, but is that part and parcel of the process as well? We may not get to the finish line, but that's what we're thinking. We're thinking conventions. We're thinking future all-star games, whether it's soccer, whether it's basketball, etc. This gets us closer.
Look, I've got great partners. Wilton Rancheria, they see the reason why we do these things for the region. And we're all lovers of basketball. Of course, we want a better performing team. I wish them the best. I was once part of that ownership group, but now I can sit aside and still have my seats. And I really want that. We want to be great stewards for that as well. But really, I think that what we're building there is going to spawn, which is even going to be far greater. We just can't see it right now. But I would say a decade from now, Jason and Dave, you are going to see something that's almost not recognizable when you look at it today.
What are are these all kind of buttoned up and tied up? Like, are there next steps for you guys? Like, kind of what's next in line for you?
There are a lot of things that are in some developmental form. I mean, that's a reality. You have to be thinking about that, although things are always you can pivot. But I mean, everything from mixed use, as you know, other types of events that we can build off of that. We've actually talked about really at the hotel about having some entertainment component that actually is an extension of that. We have to be mindful of who's down there as well. But the optionalities that we have really, I would say, are unlimited. But for now, as you know, you're going to be watching just great soccer by the Sacramento Republic. And we've started off having a really, really early, good beginning of a season.
Kevin Nagel joining us. There's another aspect of this whole thing, too, and I'm not trying to get too Disney here, but it's an important part of the story, not just the partnership with Wilton Rancheria. And we know through the years, it's been well documented, the stops and starts and frustrations you've had shepherding this team and trying to find partners and how close we've gotten to stadiums or leagues. And, that's in the past. But there's another aspect to the stadium that I actually think might be the coolest thing above all. And Jesus Tarango, the chairman of Wilton Rancheria, put out a letter today I saw. And in one of the paragraphs, it said, in such a short time since restoring our federal recognition, Wilton Rancheria has gone from being terminated and landless to one of the largest developers and investors helping shape the future of this region. We have reclaimed our land. We have invested in our people and our community. Before this was the rail yards, it was a place of gathering at the confluence of the rivers where cultures and communities came together. And in many ways, that's still true today. The tribe was stripped of their land years ago, has now risen from the ashes. You and they repurchased this land, and now they're building a future version of what was once there centuries ago, a place of community and gathering. Again, I know that's a little bit Disney, but that's real stuff, and that is cool as hell.
No, it's a fantastic story, and it won't be taken from them this time.
Yep.
It's really, really, Dave and Jason, I really encourage people to read, unfortunately what our forefathers did to the Native American community. I've become in many ways a champion of that. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm so excited by the fact that we're doing here. We're rising above it all, and they're great partners of mine, and I think I'm excited for the future. Look, I would say this much. A lot of people called me fools over the last 12 or 13 years because I hung in there. We hung in there with, I would say is a first-class, soccer team that, really they were in the playoffs. We won championships, got the U.S. Open finals last year in the Jaeger Cup finals. Really, really excited about the quality and the culture of the team. But now what we're going to have is we're going to take it to the next level, my partners.
Kevin, I'm thinking about how Golden One all became a reality, and I think we all kind of helped try to champion that, think it could become a reality, became a reality, and in all honesty, it's even better than I thought. You guys have been working on this project for a long time, and it has a lot of the same kind of feel to it where, yeah, there's a plan to have soccer and other outside activities and all this other stuff bringing it down there, but it also feels like maybe there's even other things we're not even thinking of that can develop out of this just because of having such a beautiful site with that kind of size. Are there other things out there that you could eventually vision that could also be done in this area to build it all up for this community like this?
Well, I would say this much, Chase. The sky's the limit. It really is. I mean, I know that's sort of, one of those figurative words, but I think it's really true. I mean, look, you've got 242 acres that are in the rail yards area. A lot of them are now spoken for, but there's a lot of open space too. And we have some other opportunities. are you asking without saying it? Do you see Major League Baseball in the future?
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you see, the National Football League? I don't know, but I think anything's possible. I think back, in the days when I, would listen to the guys that, were successful bringing the Kings to Sacramento from, Kansas City. It's a great story. And I think that anything is possible right now. I will say this much. The one thing I always knew when we were trying to keep the light lit to build something down in the rail yards or in and around the area, I always felt it had to be local. And even though I had some other partners that were not successful with our MLS bid, we were successful. We just didn't matriculate it. I knew in the end it had to be a local partner. And here we are. I mean, I think we're all Sacramento. So do I think anything is possible? Yes. Do I think it's even possible this year for the Sacramento Republic to win a championship? I do. It's a culture, and I think it's a culture overall, not just in sports, but business as well.
Kevin Nagel joining us. Full transparency, I know a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff, as I've often talked about on the show, and I'd like to say hello and welcome our friends from across the pond. You're doing this with Wilton Rancheria. Simultaneously, you're not building a new stadium, but you've acquired the stadium over in England on top of many other things that are going on. But one thing you mentioned was building a hotel out here. You're building a hotel out there. I mean, that's public record. You've spoken about that. Have you thought about buying any more soccer teams and building any more hotels? Why not?
I'm kind of tapped out. There are people that masquerade around. You may know this. That go on YouTube, excuse me, and make up stories about this whole idea. What we really did in Sacramento, as you may know, that it wasn't ever really about soccer. It was really about development. And I mean, I don't even know. The funny thing about it, I don't even know who that person is. I've never met him. I've never been interviewed by him. But he basically created this whole story, this whole narrative about how I didn't really like soccer and only did it for development. And I just sort of laughed at him. But what happened was he took that and told the story across the pond, the same thing. And I'm thinking, well, let me see this. We've had the club for 13 years. We've made the playoff every year but one. And the one year we did not, by the way, was the year that we made MLS, and we were preparing ourselves to get younger players in. So we wanted to get development over winning. That's the only year we didn't. Otherwise, we would have been in the playoffs. That said, the same thing, this guy said the same thing across the pond that is just totally untrue. As you know, we're battling for a playoff position, in League One to try to get promoted into the championship. I'm just excited about all this. You get a little bit of this noise and, people then start asking questions. But I'm not going to go buy another team, and I'm sure I'm not going to do any more development. We've got so much opportunity here. We've got so much opportunity there.
So I guess the follow-up would be, because I know zero about business, the fact that you are, I wouldn't say simultaneously, but close, building two hotels in two different continents around two soccer stadiums, I don't think it's apples to oranges, but I know it's not apples to apples. Are there things, best practices, ideas, design, whatever? Are there ways where those are going to be homogenous, if you will, where one would help the other when it comes to the build and the research and all that?
Yes, actually, it actually is ongoing right now. For example, we've got partners that work in both locations. There's a company called Elevate who's really helping us with the 20kstadium.com initiative. As you may know, they're a partnership of the San Francisco 49ers, and just a great organization. And what they do is they help manage stadiums in and around the world. And they're on site in both locations, both here and also at Huddersfield Town. And they do a great job. I mean, I think anybody if you like a lot of the services at Levi, you can always challenge, Levi getting in and out, traveling there. But in terms of the stadium itself, they just do a great job. Really, Jed York and the whole team. So we're doing that. We've engaged those folks to help us on that question, Dave, as well as some others as well. We've got Levi that will be in both locations. Levi, I would say, is probably the best food services purveyor in the world as well. Both will be on site, I believe, unless something happens. It doesn't happen. accordingly. And I'm just excited. So we'll have a lot of first-class amenities.
Well, speaking of food at the new place, can we get like the Carmichael Dave popcorn stand? Like, what do you think, Dave? Like that, or brownies? Like something to
candy? How about candy, but no cigarettes?
Only if we can have the Kevin Nagel pasta section. Can we do that?
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, because anytime we're over there.
I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. We will do that. I love that idea.
Now, one other thing that we haven't talked about in here. Let me plug this again for our friend. I know our friend John Jacobs would kill me if I didn't. I want to make sure everyone knows that deposits are being taken as of today. This is exciting. Get your seat. Just a couple years away from opening at the new stadium. It's 20kstadium.com. That's 20 as in 20, K as in kilo, stadium.com. We haven't even mentioned.
Hey, tell them to be patient because I know there's so many people that are attacking the site trying to get their tickets and look at other options that they have because there's about 20 different seating products that we have available, but be patient because that's what's going on the website if people are going to it. That's how excited our community is.
No, it's a good problem to have, and I'm there right now. And you've got a beautiful, man, this gallery photo. Look at this, Jason. This thing is crazy.
That's
looking.
amazing looking.
I don't see my face anywhere, but that's fine. Here's the deposits. Kevin, we haven't even talked yet, though, about the other major part of this announcement, which because you mentioned Levi Stadium, and no disrespect to them, and you know me, I'm a diehard Niner fan all my life. But, short of people bursting into flames for afternoon games, it can get rather warm there. And I remember when these, when your first pictures were released, the renderings and stuff, one of the big community feedbacks was, hey, this is Sacramento. Are we going to have issues? Now, the other part of this announcement is there's a roof for, everybody's going to have shade. Everybody's going to have a roof over them and all that. I imagine a large part of that was the talking to and the listening to the community, and now you guys are going to pull it off.
Yeah, it's going to be shaded, very much shaded, that we're going to be able to enjoy, I would say, the late afternoon, evening breeze coming in. We're very mindful of that. Obviously, you couldn't close the stadium 100%, but it will. But the vast majority, because the way we built the stadium with the seating, people are going to feel like they're right on the pitch. What that allows you to do is to have a roof that's got a lot of cover, so that the sun is just not blaring you on the top of your pate, and my pate is getting more and more visible, as time goes on. So we won't have to wear hats all the time there, is what I'm saying, and really enjoy, I think, just the whole quality. I think when people see, if they haven't seen the renderings, I encourage them to take a look at it. It is really state of the art. It's very modern. It looks very much like a Euro, design. And I'm just really excited by it. People are going to come out there for a lot of events.
You mentioned too, though, as far as the sun not beating directly down on your pate. It's not just protecting you, though. But let's be honest, and there was a lot of thought that went into this. It's also protecting those sitting around you from that glare that would hit their eyes, and then they would not be able to see much of the match. You guys have taken care to prevent that, and I think that goes a long way.
No, it does. I think we're really excited. I think. People go visit 20kstadium.com. I realize I sound like I'm doing an ad. I think there's some pictures there as well. Is that correct, Dave? Did you?
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now, and one thing that really I'm looking at it right now. One thing that I think is super cool. So they have different sections. They have the deposit for a luxury suite. The most expensive deposit is $500. So it goes like $50 for premium, $25 for general seating. Kevin, this is another thing that I didn't bring up. My apologies. So they have a supporter section, and I'll just read what it says. The heartbeat of match day, general admission, safe standing section. If you don't know what safe standing is, that's a big thing over in Europe. It's not seats. You've got these rails in front of you so that you can stand the whole time. That's where the drums are. That's where the tifos are. That's where the craziness happens. And that's a thing over in Europe. They took it away for safety for a while. Now they have these companies that have these rails that make it safe. I know, Kevin, we've been looking at that. The deposit, I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, $9.16. I feel like that number means something. So that's the breakdown at 20kstadium.com. Kevin, there's a lot of cool options here.
No, there are. You're right. For a novel idea, 916.
Yeah, who'd have thought that? Exactly.
Love it.
So we've got the safe standing, which I'm glad we brought up because that's going to be super cool. We've talked about the shade for everybody. We've talked about the expansion to 27,000 after. I guess the last thing, because weirdly enough, we're out of it. We just knocked out 25 minutes. Kevin, before you came on, we were having a conversation, a very deep one, and it's the old, I don't want to get you in trouble here. There are certain films that have been made in the past, perhaps, that were for adults only. I think you know where I'm going. And the trick here is your name for that type of film, your stage name, if you will, is your first name would be the name of your first pet, and your last name would be the first street you lived on. Do you happen to remember the name of your first pet and the name of your first street?
Yeah. Okay. Chipper.
Mm-hmm. What about in your street?
And I lived on Orizaba.
Chipper Orizaba.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Jason, what was yours?
Big Puppy Bentley.
Chris, what was yours?
Bobo Cabrillo.
And mine was Bilbo Waterbury.
We got quite a team.
we got ourselves a music group.
So if you say it, then if you read it, what does it sound like?
If you read all the names together, you mean? Because
on your the thing that you're accomplishing. You said for the movie or the.
Yeah, it would be. I don't know what the title would be, but it'd be Big Puppy, whatever, Bilbo Waterbury, and all that starring in. And then I'll leave it there because there's kids listening. But
I know. I thought it was maybe, Chipper does Orizaba or something like that.
Well, that's a perfect way to end. Kevin Nagel, Wilton Rancheria, Sac Republic, making downtown that much better. And I can see from our texts and a lot of the people communicating right now with us, it's been a long, long road. Kevin, there's still people, and I'm sure you're probably one of those, that until the key turns and the doors open, you're always a little bit nervous because of how long the road has been. But it sure sounds more sure that it's going to happen by far than it ever has before.
There's hundreds into this, millions into it already, so we're going.
Looking forward to the Carmichael Dave popcorn stand. Kevin Nagel, appreciate it. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Go Republic.
Go Republic. Take care. That's Kevin Nagel. It's good stuff, dude.
Yep.
I think I might have a chance at that popcorn stand.
I think you might.
I think actually. I think we could sponsor it out, get it paid for. We'll take a break. When we come back, Michael Jordan keeps falling down lists. Was he actually a good basketball player?
Fraud.
Is he a fraud? We'll talk about that next.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
Meet iPhone 17e. A whole lot for a lot less. With an almighty, all-powerful A19 chip. And Ceramic Shield 2, built to survive this. And this. And a 48-megapixel fusion camera with 2x optical quality zoom and next-gen portraits. And double the starting storage of iPhone 16e. And long-lasting battery life for hours of watching the studio. That's the dream! And it comes with Apple Intelligence. And you can charge it with USB-C. Or with MagSafe accessories. Ooh. And a whole lot more. All for a lot less. Get the new iPhone 17e at AT&T today.
Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, Toyota. Let's go places.
Baseball is back in Sacramento, and the party starts now at Sutter Health Park. Join the Sacramento River Cats this weekend as we open the season with exciting baseball, special giveaways, and can't-miss promotions. Opening weekend is here. Grab your tickets at rivercats.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
If you're serious about your golf game, then you need to know about Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Whether it's the TrackMan-powered player performance studio for your best fit clubs, or the cutting-edge technology putter fitting studio, or the free Ballnamic ball fitter and 3D foot scanner, the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop offers you total game fitting from head to toe with equipment and apparel. Find your advantage at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop with the latest offering of new golf products in Northern California. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
We'll get to the Michael Jordan here in a second.
To the Michael Jordan.
We'll get to the Michael Jordan.
Is he on?
Is
Michael Jordan.
The Michael.
Well, if he's on, we'll put him on hold.
Regular Jordan or B Jordan?
This is Michael J.
He might be the Jordan now.
If we're talking about both of them, the actor and the basketball player,
is it Michael J. Jordan?
Isn't it technically Michael's Jordan? Like attorneys
about
general? Yeah. Is that the plural?
No, it'd be Michael Jordan's.
I think it's Michael's Jordan.
I think I'm going to say Michael B. Jordan and Michael J. Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the B stands for. Does that just mean that's... I always thought it was like there's a Michael Jordan A and a Michael Jordan B. I don't think that's what it is.
The Michael Jordan.
The Michael Jordan. Michael's Jordan or Michael Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan's dad is Michael A. Jordan.
So then his son will
It's got to be Michael C. Jordan. Yeah. Has to be.
Maybe that's the way to do it instead of the third or junior. Or,
wouldn't that be amazing if it got all the way down to Michael Z. Jordan and just through the generations? 26 generations. You have a little bit. We just got off the phone. Kevin Nagel talking about the stadium, stuff. All that stuff. We're hey, you know what? This is why. Live and local, baby. You have in your hot little hand voice of the Sac State Hornets. You've got yourself something breaking.
Yeah, the MAC is the last league to have released their schedule. We knew the Hornets' non-league schedule, but they finally released their schedule. And, Dave, it is a unique schedule, I will say, for the Hornets. For those that are keeping track at home, the first ever game in the MAC for the Hornets is going to be in August. They're opening up with a league game at Eastern Michigan. Then they have their non-league games, some of them, Mississippi Valley State at home, at Fresno State. Then home for North Dakota State. Now we get back into the MAC. Their first ever home MAC game is against UMass on September 26th. Hornets will then have a bye. They go to Bowling Green. They host Ohio. Sorry to disappoint you, October 24th. They're at Ball State. We need them to.
We need Ball State to come here.
It'll happen.
So the Dick's Sporting Goods Ball Sack Bowl will happen in 2027.
Possibly, or 28. I don't know.
Or 28.
Yeah, because there's enough teams.
Yeah.
Then here's where it gets interesting. October 30th is a Friday.
Uh-huh.
The Hornets are going to be home at against Kent State, excuse me. Then they get their first ever Maction game, which is the midweek. So they're playing Friday.
Maction.
Host Wednesday, so like a couple days apart against Toledo. And then the next Wednesday, they're at Central Michigan. They have 3 games in 12 days.
Ugh.
And then a bye.
Can you go back? So there's 3 games in 12 days. Where are those 3 games, starting with the first one?
First one's home Friday night against Kent State.
Okay.
Wednesday at home against Toledo.
Okay.
Then the next Wednesday at Central Michigan. Then they have a bye, and then they close out with Hawaii. So they have 17 days off between their 11th and 12th game.
And I believe that game is in Hawaii.
It is.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, they're getting a nice check for going to Hawaii as well. Which I mean, it's important to bring that up.
Get bigger ones than that.
Yes, but that's part and parcel of what Luke Wood was saying. Is a part of this is we're going to pay. They got a lot of money they're paying in, so this helps.
And that's probably going to be in future. I mean, there's a payment from Hawaii. There's a payment from Fresno State, but it's really probably looking at 27, 28. So now they know they're FBS.
Yeah. So do me a favor. I just. Would you just mind reading the road games?
Yeah.
For favor.
At Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
At Fresno State.
Okay.
At Bowling Green.
Okay. And that's Ohio, right?
Yep.
Okay.
At Ball State, which is Indiana. At Central Michigan, which is,
I think that's in Michigan.
All right, I'll look it up.
Okay.
And then at Hawaii.
Okay, so they're not doing...
And none of them are back-to-back.
Yeah.
I mean... There's 5 plane trips, right? Because we'll drive to Fresno State, but it's not that.
And
I don't know
that part. I don't know if this is true or not, but let's just assume for Central and Eastern Michigan they fly into Detroit. For Ohio they fly into Cincinnati. I'm sure I got it wrong, but
I mean honestly, because when we were doing these games in Missoula and Flagstaff and we pretty much get really close to the schools.
Oh, that's right, because you have a plane. Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting you're not flying Southwest.
That's what when everybody was making a big deal about travel. I'm like, guys, it's not.
Yeah,
it's a longer flight, yes, but it's not that crazy. There's 4 of these MAC games a year.
So when you look at flight time, so that's about
probably what 4?
4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what was your longest trip in this
last year?
Yeah,
we went to South Dakota State.
Oh, okay. And what's that, 2 plus?
Oh, no, it was, close to
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We went to Louisiana a few years ago.
Okay.
I mean, Hawaii will be the longest
I was just going to say, that's the longest road trip is Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
And a big help, too, is you're hosting UMass.
Yes.
So
UMass and Buffalo would be the longest.
Yeah.
They don't play Buffalo this year, and
that's cool.
UMass is here.
And they're that I would imagine that's going to go into the schedule making. So
I think the way it works is there's 8 other teams in the league. There's 8 league games a year. They're basically going to get every team here every third year, and they're going to go to every team, every third year. So,
did you think we'd be sitting here today in March talking about Sac State's Division I schedule?
No, not that. Not the Republic expanding to 22,000. Us having a downtown. I mean, think about you and I starting here. I drove out. A buddy was here this weekend. Drove him out to the airport. He's like, "Hey, where's Arco?" I said, "Oh, well, it was there. I mean, he had been to it, but I'm like, it's gone." But all the stuff that's even grown around Natomas over the years. To think about how people used to make fun of Arco being out there. It's the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that grew, but now to be downtown with an arena. The Republic coming in here. Sac State moving up a level. It's amazing. The A's are here right now.
Right.
It's crazy.
Hawaii doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Because, duh. If you could pick one, this is Aaron's question. If you could pick one Sac State game, road game to attend, what would be the most fun?
For them?
Not counting the game.
For me or for
well, you're
listeners?
working. It's a little bit different, but you also have an educated knowledge. So Eastern Michigan, I mean, let's just go ahead and get rid of Fresno now. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
Fresno?
Wow.
Okay. Ball State, Bowling Green, Central Michigan. So you basically have what? Indiana, Michigan, Ohio. That's pretty much what you're choosing from, right? When you don't
two
count Hawaii.
Michigans. I'm going in blind. I've not been to any of these places. So I felt very comfortable in telling people go to Missoula, Montana for Sac State, Montana.
Sure, of course.
Like that was the spot. Great stadium, great atmosphere. Easy choice. I don't know. I'm going to find out. Because I feel like there'll be some places in here I'll go, oh, we're going to boom. Or it's, oh my gosh, so glad we have this team on the schedule because that's a great place. I don't know yet.
I got to be honest. That's obviously not what they're trying to do because you think about like, let's go with the power of the power teams like, Birmingham, Alabama, Gainesville, Florida, Tallahassee. Like these are not, but I'm looking at this right now. I'm like, God, middle of Michigan, middle of Indiana, middle of Ohio.
Eastern Michigan, yeah.
I think the only way I'm going to come up with this is because it is college football season would be to try to either combine it with like, could I hit Notre Dame and see a Notre Dame, or an NFL? Like, am I going to be in the vicinity of Chicago or Detroit?
Well, I'm getting closer to planning for about the 15th year in a row, you're on your dad trip that you're not going on.
Well, to be fair, we did go on a trip last year. We spent a week in Montana.
You did.
We spent a week. We spent a week in Montana.
I'm just trying to get this football.
The
trip
football
for you
thing,
at
though. I'm
Florida
with
State.
you. I'm with you.
Wrap it around with the Niners, Kings, something.
Because we got to do it soon. Because I wait a few more years. No, I'm not going there. Jeez. I wait a few more years, and I'm gonna have to like, how like when you have one of them babies that's strapped to your chest, like I'm gonna have to carry him around on my back like Yoda did.
Well, we learned today you're kind of an athlete in your prime health.
Optimal blood panels, reflective of somebody who is in not just good health,
elite,
but elite athletic health.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it. The doctors said it.
ChatGPTs.
I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "I've got great panels. We'll take a break. How are you panels? Hey,
nice panel.
Hey, nice panel. Hey, it's looking good." When we come back, we'll talk about it, Michael Jordan. We also have what's hot, what's not. We'll recap 3 in the key. No, we will not recap 3 in the key. We will do a 3 in the key for the Kings and Hornets. We'll do all that. I'm Ron Burgundy right after this.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Save $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will even install them for free.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is TV's Dr. Travis Stork for Eggland's Best Eggs. Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Ready to free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business empowers leaders with smart business buying tools, leaving time to focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future at AmazonBusiness.com.
Carmichael Dave letting you know it's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change, Hoblet's mission to drop high prices. Right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland, you can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months on all new vehicles in stock and keep every factory rebate that you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. That's 4.99% financing. You keep all the factory rebates you qualify for, not one or the other like other dealers are offering. Only Hoblet has fought to get you a deal this good. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock while supplies last. Pricing and savings may vary by model and trim. Financing on approved credit through Hoblet Preferred Lending for well-qualified buyers. $60,000 max finance, approximately $14.14 per thousand financed. Residency restrictions and lender membership requirements may apply. See dealer for details.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
The spring sale is in bloom at Scandinavian Designs. For a limited time, enjoy huge savings on select modern furniture and decor, including pieces for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and beyond. This is your chance to refresh a favorite space or dream up an entirely new look. Stop by one of our local showrooms or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com. Scandinavian Designs. We make it simple. You make it home.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Hey, Chris.
What's that?
Who's hot?
Oh, I can tell you that.
Oh, good. I was hoping you would.
Maxime Reynaud
Reynaud
is hot.
Uh-huh.
In 11 games in March, he is averaging 19.2 points per game and is shooting 63.2%. The last rookie to average 19 points a game and shoot at least 60% from the field in a month with 10 games or more played was...
Victor Wembanyama.
Nope.
LeBron James.
Nope.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Nope.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Raheem.
Nope. Moses Malone.
Nope.
Brian Scalabrine.
Nope.
Tyreek
Nope.
Evans.
Maxime Reynaud.
Before him.
Oh, I know, but I thought he might have been the last one to do it.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Nope.
What? Let me give us a time frame.
It happened in January of 1993. I mean, I'm basically telling you.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, as a rookie.
Good job,
Well, so
Dan.
was Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
You think Christian Laettner did that?
I mean, Christian Laettner is one of the best big men to ever come out of college.
That's what they say.
Anyway, anybody, hey, you know how they say don't Google certain things? Like, what's his face, the NBA player whose name I completely remember, but I'm not going to say because I don't want you to Google it, but his nickname was literally don't Google.
Okay.
Don't Google list of best Duke big men. Kings fans. Just don't do it. Especially if we get a top 3 pick. I
think you already did it.
I did. And I wished I had not done that. Who's not?
The Washington Wizards.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yesterday with the Pacers' 128-126 win over the Magic, the Pacers now have the longest losing streak in the NBA with 16.
In the
and
Wizards.
Are only a half game behind the Pacers for the worst record in the league.
Ooh.
That's a team that's got direction.
Yeah.
Bloomington Dave is furious right now.
He is so angry. Bloomington Dave is off his rocker, if you will. Is it Umer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to get it right. I know it was like Umer or Umer. You know, I want to give you the respect of pronouncing your name right. Good morning, you're on with Dave and Jason.
Good morning, guys. How are you both? Hope you and your families are doing well.
Thank you.
I just put in a deposit for the stadium and just wanted to express how happy I am for the region, for the people. Sacramento is seeing big things. So very, very grateful for that. And what a legend Kevin Nagel and his whole team. And I know Carmichael Dave, you've been a big part of that. So congratulations to you all. And I think you guys deserve a chapter when the history of Sacramento is written 100 or so years from now for everything you guys have been doing. And I just wanted to add one or two other points is that how important sports teams are to the culture and the health of a community. I mean, you guys probably have read about this, heard about this, that, we're in a time and age of polarization and declining social capital, as it's called in sociology, loneliness epidemic, et cetera. And, me as a physician, I'm seeing that and the effects that has on the health and well-being of a people. And in all honesty, our teams are perhaps our most important in this day and age, I must say, in a day of declining social capital, one of our most important community institutions. So to be seeing the growth, the investment coming into them, I think it is a big, big, big help to the overall well-being and growth of a community. And I think it's been in the past that, unfortunately, Sacramento has missed out on these type of opportunities. I think previously you had that Army base up in the North Sacramento area that, there was opportunities to make that into something else, but that wasn't taken on. And we talk about it now that this was a missed opportunity to bring in great growth and vibrancy to the area. But I think Sacramento is turning a page, and I think we're seeing great growth, and big thanks to people like you and Kevin Nagel, and excited to be there once the stadium opens. Just wanted to express that to you all, and hope you all have a great day.
You too, Doc. Thank you so much. That's like the nicest call ever.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop at some point.
Just never did.
I was waiting for like a Baba Booey or, your mom joke or something. Nothing. That was like the nicest call. And I mean, obviously incredibly flattering, and he said some wonderful things. But the one thing Umer said that, we talk about it in the abstract, but he's so right. Like, in this day and age where everyone is so disconnected, it's like I smile because we have a lot of fun and we talk a lot of garbage to each other and, in our YouTube chat. But it's one of my favorite things about doing this show that we didn't used to have. And that I used to do on the night show. I used to do the old AOL or Yahoo chats. That people would I'd give out the address, and I paid my taxes. Patrick from Davis and all those guys, and Steve and all the old night crew, and I roll in every day, and you and I both see everybody, and sometimes they're communicating. I would say more often than not, they're communicating about stuff that has nothing to do with the show. Right. It has nothing to do with the show, and that's totally, unless it's like crazy spamming or something. Like, we let that go because we're just glad you're there, even if the show's background noise, like baseball or something. There's this community of people, most of which have never met, that are getting some friendly interaction. And when you talk about sports. You were talking about attending games, and I play a grumpy guy and all that, but that really is maybe the coolest thing about sports is that not only do you get this shared experience in person, but it's also like the one thing where, like, I've never served in the military, and I apologize for the comparison because this is far more important, but I would imagine guys like MC who in our chat that did serve would probably know this. Like, if you go in and you see somebody wearing a hat or something with an insignia of how they served or where they served or whatever. Oftentimes I, as somebody who did not serve, if I see somebody in public wearing any sort of like vet hat or anything, it's thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Oh, I would imagine it's different between people that have served, where there's that bond, even if they've never met. Now, to a much less important situation. If I'm in Poughkeepsie and I roll into a bar and I see somebody in a Kings jersey, dude, I'm literally like, I would never do this normally in real life out here. If I see somebody in a Kings jersey, when I'm in England, I saw some guy in an A's jersey. I'm not even an A's fan. He was in an Oakland A's jersey going to the game. I made a beeline for him. I was like, athletics fan, what are you doing out here? And from San Jose, he moved over. We start this conversation, talked for about 10 minutes, shook hands. That is what sports does. It actually magnetizes that society together in a day and age, as Umer pointed out, I think, that we don't do that a lot anymore.
When I went to Croatia, I was at
we get it, dude. You're a world traveler. Go ahead.
I was at a bar, And the guy asked me where I was from. I said, I'm from California. He naturally says Los Angeles. I'm like, oh, no, you've never heard of it. It's Sacramento. And he's just like, oh, yeah, the Sacramento Kings. I'm like, yeah.
There you go.
And he goes, Bielitsa hit that game winner the other night. And I'm like, yeah, he did. And he goes, what does Vladdy hate Luka? I'm like, oh, my gosh.
There's the international bond. You're so right. Because you know the guy, if the Kings, you know the guy's like, the American River, rafting, the Railroad Museum, the ziggurat down. Yeah, no, it's that whole thing. It's fantastic. So, shout out, Umer. That's a hell of a call.
That is very nice.
Let's go right now.
Who's not?
I thought we just did Who's Not. Did we not?
Yeah, we did What's Not.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Jason.
Wow, imagine forgetting that.
Tested him.
Right? 3 in the key right now. The stadium originally started with 15,000 seats, and they wanted a lot more in it. So they announced today that they're going to 22,000. Oh, the Kings play the Hornets tonight.
Hornet?
They wanted more. I could have gone with Luke Hornet, but he's been, controversial lately. With
you didn't want to use your English background? It was 12,000, now it's 22. More, isn't it?
Stupid.
We are looking for Maxime Renault points tonight.
I wish we knew if Russ was starting or not, although he had a good game the other night without Russ. I'm going to say 22.
I have 26.
19.
Kings 3-pointers today, guys.
11.
I have 10.
9.
Oh. And then random stat.
There will be a Miles Bridges technical foul.
What did he do?
Was a dumb human.
Okay.
Boom, got him.
I'm going to say the Kings will have a double-digit lead but lose the game.
Oh, Jason.
Blow the
Stop
lead.
smiling.
I want them to win. I'm anti-tank commander.
Somebody texted in and said, what was the answer? I said, what was the question? They said the last rookie. It was Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
God, imagine not paying attention.
Chris?
I am going to say that we're going to see it. We're going to finally see that half-court shot made.
By which team?
Either team.
All right.
Okay, we'll allow it.
Or fan winning a car.
I'll allow that too. I think. Look, if that happens,
yeah, it's part of it. It's part of the night.
By the way, Jason, would you like a rare fan of the show random stat?
Sure.
From the 209er, Killian Hayes gets a double-double.
Wow, let's hope he plays.
You hope that Killian Hayes plays?
What do you say?
Do you think he'll get to the stadium by using Waze?
You know his favorite baseball player was?
Willie Mays, because he was counting the days.
Right.
I hope a fan doesn't get out of control and then a police officer has to come in and tase.
That's right.
I remember.
The fan was in a craze.
Yeah, did he give him a weird look, like a gaze?
I don't know, but I'm trying to remember. What was that show with Fonzie?
Hey.
You've rhymed days 5 times.
They're different kinds.
What's your favorite kind of donut?
Glazed. When we come back. 5-game road trip. Why are any of you listening? 5-game road trip.
Go to the Woos? Wasn't that a...
It was a really confusing maze.
This has turned into a malaise.
Well, maybe on my way to England, I might go visit Malaise. Yeah.
Really going out of your way.
Out of my ways. When we come back, Kings Last 10, what do you want? And let's talk about Darius Acuff. We'll do that next. Hey.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
It's time for the madness, and your HVAC system is in a full court press. Cold mornings, warm afternoons. Your heater and AC are battling, and your system is working overtime. Don't let your comfort get knocked out. Score Brower Mechanical's Madness BOGO Special. Buy a heating maintenance and get a free AC maintenance for just $89. Call 916-352-3113. Brower Mechanical. Residential and commercial HVAC sales and service. License number 1081055.
Baseball is back in Sacramento, and the party starts now at Sutter Health Park. Join the Sacramento River Cats this weekend as we open the season with exciting baseball, special giveaways, and can't-miss promotions. Opening weekend is here. Grab your tickets at rivercats.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, back here on the show, as we got 1 hour to go. Again, reminder at the end of the show, Matt and Kayla will be in. We'll have a little crosstalk, celebrity birthdays coming your way. We've had a jam-packed show today. We've had a chance to talk with Kevin Nagel about the exciting news downtown with the Republic and the stadium and the expansion to make it a bigger stadium and just all the potential of that opening up, taking deposits now to kind of get involved in that. So.
Is that where Dave is? He's trying to get in line already?
I think Dave is in line. He's making his deposit right now. Oh, he's back. 916. How was that deposit? Were you making a deposit?
I was reading that Killian Hayes is day-to-day.
Yeah.
And Nate Clifford will be reevaluated in a week.
Correct.
Just reading that coming across the line there. Is it? By the way, let me ask you something. You're wearing a hoodie. Is it hot in here?
No.
That's insane to me.
telling you, it's the difference between this side and that side.
I
will be there later for Kings game, and I'll go, oh, man. And usually Deuce and Henry are like, man, it's freezing in here. I'm like, no, it's not.
Well, this is maybe the most perfect transition to a phone call I've ever had in my career. AC, you're on with Dave and Jason.
Well, good morning, gentlemen. Since Chris is the world traveler, you guys can look this up on your computer. I went to this place in Switzerland called Interlaken, which is this beautiful little town in Switzerland, and the hang gliders come off of a cliff and glide through the town above your head. It's pretty surreal. But I'm wearing an A's jersey, and you were talking about this, Dave, and this certain couple of guys come up who belong to a certain kind of religion that is well known in the United States, where they ride bicycles and wear little black ties.
Yes.
And they saw my A's jersey, and they jumped on it immediately and tried to get into a full-blown solicitation. And I was like, no, not now.
Bringing everybody together. By the way, I'm looking at this. I actually took your advice. I'm looking at Interlaken hang gliders. Now, I would never do that, but man, that just seems like a gorgeous day. Swiss Alps.
You might want to go to their neighbor city right next to it. It's called Poppenlaken.
I like that one. I really did.
I've got to at some point, I really need to start reading the names that people came up with.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
that was the assignment you asked for.
Jason Ross broke the news about the Sac State schedule in the last segment, and I think at least for me, the number one story is that the Hornets will be playing at Ball State.
That's the number one story.
That will delay by at least a year the ball sack scoreboard bug.
Yeah.
And Jason, I got to be honest, and Alex on Twitter brought this up, and I think he has a great point. I think they really dropped the ball on that one. You know, some people are saying the Spurs are not experienced enough to win a championship this year.
Yeah? Who's saying that?
They.
Oh, okay. They are? Wow. They're everywhere.
NBC put up a graphic somebody sent me. Since 83-84, the least experienced NBA champions, and how they do this is playoff games played going into the postseason by the entire roster combined. The least experienced team in history, last year's Thunder. They had only played in a combined 178 playoff games, all told. The 93-94 Rockets, 240. The 14-15 Warriors, 289. The 03-04 Chauncey Billups Pistons, 334. The Spurs have played in a combined 296 playoff games, which would actually put them as the fourth least experienced behind the Warriors, Rockets, and Thunder. Who says experience matters?
Well, there you go.
The Kings have 10 games left.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to this layout, but since we have a nice fat segment here, I do want to address something that's been really talked about, and that's Darius Acuff Jr. as somebody that is. This is now this week. This has become the name du jour for Kings fans. Not everybody, but it seems like, I mean, his comparisons are and this is a loose comparison, but a Ja Morant, Trae Young type, just amazing. Like, if there's a guy in this draft that you could look at and go, oh, he's going to score some points. This dude's going to be exciting. He might be the number one guy. He might be that guy. But in this day and age where my concern comes in about him, which is being met by some with a lot of blowback, and I get it, is that, okay, but Ja Morant and Trae Young, they got max contracts. They made all-star teams. They scored tons of points. Trae Young's a walking 20-10 double-double guy. But in the end, their trade value was almost nothing. The Memphis Grizzlies couldn't even move Ja when they tried. Trae, it wasn't a terrible trade, but it just wasn't the value you'd think. And if you knew that you were going to have the same career arc out of Acuff, and I don't want to be unfair to the kid, as you did Morant or Trae Young, which I think, by the way,
It's pretty darn successful.
Pretty darn successful,
Yeah.
but can that be the best player on a championship team?
Right.
Well, and then somebody said, and I get it, they go, dude, we're worrying about winning 30 games. We're not worrying about building, like, you're way ahead of the cart. I reject that in a sense. Now, I'm not trying, this isn't about avoiding best player available, because also, understandably, someone might say, well, that's how you end up drafting Bagley over Luka Doncic, because you're trying to go for fit. I'm not talking about fit. I'm talking about if Acuff were to, I think if I told you right now Acuff's going to have the take away the injuries, I'll even say take away the injuries and the off-court stuff, he's going to have the career arc of Ja Morant. Then the question becomes, and I think it's a question, I'm not trying to make a point here, I think the question becomes, can Ja Morant be the best player on a championship team? I don't know. Well, Steph Curry was. He's a point guard that plays no deal. Okay, well, Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time, and he was surrounded by 2 All-NBA defenders, 2 Hall of Famers in Clay and Draymond Green, and he had other guys. I mean, they built that team around Steph Curry. Sure, if you want to rely on getting a Clay and a Dre in the draft and doing that, yeah, by all means. I don't think it's too – I know this sounds so stupid when you're talking about a team with 10 games left that is in the teens when it comes to wins. I know how incredibly stupid and out of touch it sounds saying, well, I want to worry about winning a championship. But I think I don't know that. I think it's important to make your end goal, I think, should define your path. And if that is the end goal, and for me, that's the end goal. It's not to make the playoffs. It's not to make the first round. It's not to make the play-in. It's not to make the conference finals. It's to build a sustained title contender that maybe will win a championship, but at least isn't ceiling limited. So I don't want to limit that ceiling, and this might be, if you consider, are we going to be as bad next year as this year? Are we going to have a better pick next year? This might be our best chance at a franchise player.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to, though, determine who a player is that can get you to the championship.
I agree with you.
So, like, let's just say, if to use your example, the goal is to win a championship. Mm-hmm. And if I asked you, is Keegan Murray a player you could have on your team to win a championship?
Is Keegan Murray what? A player you can have on your team? Yes.
Okay. So you feel like that's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I was...
No, he can't be the best player on a championship
I wasn't asking that.
Can Keegan Murray be a part of just like Lou Dort can?
Right.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's if we're looking for the defining part, maybe some people are thinking that's this pick in the draft. I would understand that because you're picking high and it's supposed to be a good draft. This feels like it needs to be a player that's not just, hey, that's a nice rotation guy you got for your team, or a nice solid fourth starter. It feels like with the way the draft is and where they will likely pick, you want a dude. You want a guy that you go, this is who you're either building around or one of the key pieces you're building around. That's what it feels like this draft needs to be.
If I were to say to you that I don't know with Darren Peterson, DeBonsa seems like, I mean, now we're getting into real stupid analysis from non-draft experts, but I get it. Like, DeBonsa strikes me as a guy that would fit that mold, perhaps. I don't know that Boozer does.
Okay, can I ask about Boozer? Because I've been a little bit of a, not anti, that's not the right word, but kind of thinking, is Boozer the dude? But let's say Duke wins. Or not even wins. Like right now, don't you feel like he's the best player on that team?
Yes.
They're a 1 seed.
Yes.
We think they could win. They can win the tournament. What would be the difference?
The difference is that Sean May was the best player on North Carolina, and they won the championship.
Yeah.
And that is where I think we get into something we've talked a lot about before, which is I am so in admiration of scouts and franchises that get it right, because through the years you look at Christian Laettner, Sean May, Luka Garza. There are exceptions, Anthony Davis, but you look at these studs in college, and it's like when Luka Garza was, I think he was 2-time player of the year, I think. And as the draft is building, and it's like, he might be a second-round pick. Right. It's like, how do you know that he's playing against future NBA players? He's in a grown man league damn near, playing against superstars, playing against the SGAs of the world. I mean, I'm just pulling names out. How do you know that this guy who was twice in a row the best player in college is going to be a second-round pick. And you know what, dude? He's a second-round pick. They were all right about him. How the hell do you measure that? Right. And how the hell do you go, oh, yeah, this tiny little, frail-looking mosquito at Davidson, yeah, he can shoot.
Right.
But all that's going to transfer to the NBA, and he's going to be a top 8 pick.
Absolutely not. He's got all those ankle problems.
Right. How do they know?
My best guess on this, and this would be great questions for scouts, but like what's unique? What's different? So like Fox, for example, there's other good guards that were coming out of college. Like, man, is he fast? Like there was no denying.
That's right.
When you saw him with the basketball, his quickness, his speed. Obvious traits are players that, man, that guy's 7'2", 275, like Zach Edey or whatever. Like that is just a massive human being, bigger than most. There's a spot for him because he's that big. Athletic ability, jumping, or something like that. But when you see someone that's good size in Garza, but it's like a rebounder, a scorer, you're like, is he doing anything that's elite? Like he's putting up elite numbers.
Sure.
But physically, you go
jump out.
Yeah, I wonder if that's where some of this falls in line. Where like Acuff right now, we were talking about him.
Yeah,
he is doing a lot of breaking down defense and taking guys off the dribble. Like you go, well, that's a lot of the stuff you see in the NBA. And when you try to translate, it's like, all right, let's put an SGA on him. Let's put a Lou Dort on him. Will he be able to get by him? Yeah, he might be able to. And that's what I think scouts are trying to do and go like, look, you put your best defender on our guy still will be able to do it. And that's a good sign.
With the acknowledgement, and here's where my worry is with Acuff, with the acknowledgement that the dude might be the most talented scorer in college basketball. Mm-hmm. He is an absolute dynamo. Good size, 6'3", 195, But, man, the more and more I read, and I would just challenge, look, if we end up falling to 5, 6, 7 or below, and we walk away there, I don't want this to turn into a whole, we drafted Darius Acuff. What are you going to say now, Dave? I'm not saying I don't want Darius Acuff on this team. I'll be excited if Darius Acuff's on this team, provided we're picking 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, I get it. But if you just spend some time and you go on YouTube, Google Darius Acuff Jr. defense, and the stuff that you see and you read from like teams are targeting him over, it's not that he's a bad defender. It's that he's a cone. He's an absolute cone out there on defense. Now, can defense be taught and improved and all that? Yeah, but how often, and I'm sure it's happened, how often do we really see defensive leaps that where a guy would go from a cone to average? I mean, I know there's examples, but I don't feel like that. I feel like who you are is who you are when it comes to defense, because so much of defense is attitude. So much of you have to be talented, but so much of it is the will to play defense and the will to expend that energy on both sides of the floor. But you're talking 916-520-9999. You're talking about a guy who's 18, 19 years old, who's averaging 23 points, 6.5 assists, 3.1 boards on 48, 44, 81 splits. It's pretty damn good numbers. I don't know if that's as good as Trae Young was.
Well, so this is where it comes down to, right? Let's take 3 people here. Mm-hmm. Acuff. Mm-hmm. So we're talking elite offensive ability. Yes. A lot of questions defensively.
Yes.
Darren Peterson.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that I hear a lot about defense for him. Not in a positive or negative. Just I don't hear. It's really what his offensive ability is. But I'm not going to say he's Acuff defensively.
Sure.
But there's also kind of a mentality thing with him too.
With Peterson,
that's what I mean. Yeah. So that I want to bring there's a little flag, right?
Yes.
So you got a flag on Acuff, a flag on Peterson, and then Boozer, where it's like, yeah. I mean, if the flag is you're not seeing like this flash, is that less of a risk? Like, my point is basically every player is going to have something. And that's what you have to do. It's like DeMarcus Cousins.
Yes.
When the Kings drafted him, everybody knew he was talented. He had some there's some.
Well, that goes back. But doesn't that kind of go back to what I'm talking about? I think the Sacramento Kings are in the position, whether they pick 1 or 5, and obviously whichever position they're in, of the players available, don't they have to pick the player they think has the highest ceiling, regardless? I mean, barring like the guy murdered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would not. Well, I guess I'm saying not best fit, never.
No.
But best player available could still be. Maybe they think differently of as far as ceiling versus like really we're going to get some production, like less. Are you saying ceiling with risk or?
I'm saying not BPA, BCA, best ceiling available, and I'm not talking about a project. So let's not go Hassan Whiteside. I'm talking if they're in the top 5, top 6. And they're looking and they're saying, okay.
Well, I guess I'll go back to my point.
Sure.
Like, who has the best ceiling available of the 3 I just said? Because you're looking offensively for Acuff.
Yes.
Peterson, I think
probably
more well-rounded, I guess.
I think Peterson.
And then Boozer, less flaws. But this, I mean.
I think Boozer is probably. Boozer or DeBonsa are probably the safest picks in that top 5, top 6. Safest. Like I can all look. I got Marvin Bagley ghosts in my head, but all logic would dictate Cam Boozer is. I don't want to say his floor, but this looks every bit like a 2010 guy. I don't think he's a 28-14 guy. But whatever, he looks like the guy that you're going to be able to plug and play in the NBA, and he's going to be a walking double-double. Mm-hmm. Now, DeBonsa, on the other hand, I think he has the highest ceiling in the entire draft. I don't know if he'll get there, but the highest ceiling. Peterson, crazy high ceiling, but flags. What was the other guy you mentioned? You said you mentioned 3. Did I miss one?
I was Acuff, Peterson, and Boozer. So
it's like, what is Darius Acuff's ceiling Ja Morant? Or more of the point, I looked it up. So I told you, Darius Acuff, 23, 6.5 assists, 3.1 boards, and less than a steal a game, whatever. Trae Young, Oklahoma, 1 year. 27.5 points, 8.7 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.3 blocks. On similar, Acuff's got a little better splits, but nothing to talk about. Now, if I said, Jason, Darius Acuff over the first 8 years in the league, he is going to put up the exact same numbers that Trae Young did over his first 8 years in the league, or whatever it is.
That's very successful,
incredibly successful. Yeah. But also this is to the core of what's bothering me, because this is the new NBA, and Trae Young puts up amazing numbers, and as we just saw, ultimately the Atlanta Hawks dumped him to the Wizards because they were horrible with him on the floor and fantastic with him off the floor. So I don't want to say they gave him away. There were people in the trade, but. The contract, it's another huge contract situation. We're talking about a guy still in his 20s putting up double-doubles on the reg, and he's got very little value.
Well, I think you're the guy till you're not the guy. Like, he got him to a conference final.
He did. He had.
Just like here. Like, Fox was the guy, and then, like, they traded him.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. It's just you're going with the plan until it's not the plan. I think it's changing with Ja Morant. But he's still part of the plan.
So if I told you that basically, let's forget Darius Acuff Jr., let's say time traveler, all that. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. Literal Trae Young is in the draft. And I'm sorry for comparing Acuff. If you're sitting there saying it's a terrible example, you can substitute whatever. I think Trae Young's a pretty decent example. By the way, Trae Young had a better college career than Darius Acuff. I think it'd be nice to Acuff. Literal Trae Young got put in a little baby cocoon and fast-forwarded to 2026, and you're the only one in the world that knows this, and he's entering the draft. Let me bring up Tankathon real quick for the mock draft. I mean, I'm honestly asking. I haven't asked myself this question yet, Jason. How high do you draft Trae Young? Based on the real players available that you don't know.
I mean, he'd have to go really high.
Okay.
Really high. I don't know what the number is. I don't know what everybody thinks.
Are you taking him ahead of DeBonsa?
I don't think I would.
Okay. Are you taking him ahead of Peters?
I think I would.
Okay. Taking him ahead of Boozer?
That one I'd have to really wrestle with.
Taking him ahead of Caleb Wilson?
I like Caleb Wilson a lot. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, now I'm kind of more enamored with size here. Mm-hmm. Sorry, the bigger guys and wings.
Yeah.
But ahead of Flemings, ahead of Wagler, ahead of Acuff probably. Trae Young's really good.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
It's out of this NBA, This trade deadline messed with my head so much because I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I know that salary and apron and all that stuff has such a huge factor, but I don't want to give that all the credit. If everybody will just stop and come with me on this journey here for a second, I'm talking to the audience. Zach LaVine is a phenomenal NBA player. He is a phenomenal, borderline all-star NBA player. You would probably have to attach multiple first-round draft picks just for a team to take him.
Yeah.
That is not yesterday's NBA.
No, but I mean, that's where we are now. And I think, like, it might happen with Giannis.
Yeah.
It happened with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
It's happening. I mean, like, that's the reality of where the league is, at least at this minute. And it might change again, but
yeah,
I think you got to wrap your head around that, which stinks.
That's what makes it tough in this draft situation, because for me, if you told me he was going to have the same career arc as Trae Young, that's to me, that's treadmill.
But I can't tell you who will be better than that. Nobody can.
We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We got to get, I'm going to put MJ in big letters here.
We could get to that tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I would say that we've got something from afternoon host Whitey Gleason.
Oh, are you going with that? Okay, I'll trust you. I'm not going to. Whitey sent us something. I'm not going to look at it. I want to be surprised by Chris, and we'll do all that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Looking to own or lease? During the spring sales event, drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
There are many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Offices as a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record from 2016 through 2019, and you'll know that no case is too big or too small. Due to his success, hard work, and commitment to excellence, attorney Jonathan Gonzalez has been listed in Super Lawyers Rising Stars, as well as in the top 40 under 40 list by National Trial Lawyers. You can find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, let's tell you what's on deck. Brought to you by our friends at Trex Decking and Railing.
Oh,
of course.
Since Dave isn't here, can I do the game with you?
Sure. Are you doing it or am I doing it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So first up, this should be easy. The Hornets.
Kings and Hornets.
Okay, so next would be the Pelicans.
What?
Pelicans.
Pelicans at Knicks.
All right, 2 for 2. The Mavaliers.
Mavericks at Cavs?
No.
Wait, Mavalier? Oh, Magic at Cavs.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Nuggets.
Nuggets at Suns?
Hey.
Why aren't they the Nuns?
I wanted to get that G in there.
Okay. There you go. That's what's on deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
And the last day of no baseball for a long time.
Yeah. It's a good thing, Chris. Are you ready to play streaking?
Yeah. Get to see my guy, Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, that's your guy?
I like all my guys.
What team is he on?
He's on the Baltimore Orioles.
See, I think you're a baseball guy and you don't know it. You going to go to an A's game this year?
I'm looking at my spot. I'm going to have to wait for the season to get started to check to see if those prices can come down.
Yeah, wait for it to thin out a little bit. Because you found the spot of all spots over there at
that was like a crazy building game that day. Because I was there, you were there, Pat
was there. The Hall of Famer?
The Hall of Famer?
Yeah. And I'm sure there were others that we just didn't know. We'll have people out there. A's actually don't have a home game for a while. I think they open up on the road for a couple of series. And then this is the year they're playing the 6 games, 2 series in, is it in Reno or something?
Reno?
Yeah. Is that right? I don't think it was in Vegas.
Are you sure? I thought it was Vegas.
Maybe it is Vegas. Let's find it. It's in, let's see. I think it's in July, which ought to be nice and comfy there. Oh, the A's don't even open up on Thursday? Nope, they open up at the Blue Jays on Friday. Hi, Dave.
Hi, sorry.
Hi.
We already played your game.
Yep. We're long done.
Did you play the other thing?
I haven't played that yet. I wanted to wait for you.
He was waiting for you.
Sorry. Thank you. It's my sister. I know.
Oh, she's here?
She's calling me because my mom sent her my panels.
Wow.
Well, she called to lecture me because she said that they didn't check for cholesterol.
How would they not do that?
I don't know. That's why I was dealing with it. I was like, well, I thought one of these was meant cholesterol. She's like, no. They checked 50 things. Here's my question. Sorry if you just joined us. I had blood taken yesterday and they did 9 different things.
And you were feeling great because you're an optimum human.
Yes, that's what it said basically. But hold on, isn't cholesterol kind of an important thing to know? So here's my question. Do they save it? Can I call them today and be like, oh, can you guys check cholesterol too while you have it? Or do they just chuck the blood? Is it in a fridge? Are these 3 vials of blood they took from me in a fridge somewhere that they have to hold for 48 hours and they can be like, oh, let's do a cholesterol panel? Or do I have to go back in and get stuck?
I don't know the answer to that.
Thanks a lot, guys. Is there a phlebotomist out there? 916-339-1140. Phleb Nation.
Yeah. By the way, I did find the answer, Chris. They are in Vegas. You're right. There are 2 series in a row where they play the Rockies and the Pirates.
And there's nothing better than July in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Rockies and Brewers. Excuse me.
You know what? July in Denver, though, is pretty nice.
Yeah?
Oh, also, sorry. I thought that was this.
Yeah,
I was like, why are you guys back? Reading. It's fundamental.
It's a really quick segment.
Super quick segment. Whitey Gleason, our esteemed afternoon host, will sometimes send us pieces of his talent. Hello, that sounds weird. In this case, he sent us, and we always welcome these, a song. I don't know anything about this. I have not.
I think you'll really like it.
Okay. And it passed your test?
Yes.
Okay. Here is afternoon talent. He's going to make it in this business, I think. He's
done.
We need an at this point. We have at least enough for an EP.
Yeah,
we need an album.
It's on the way.
I think Whitey songs are like my rewinds, where it's like there's just stuff stuck in your brain that you just need to force out onto others.
Whitey has a long history of creating music in this town. Reminds me of he did one to the tune of King Tut from SNL years ago. You'll remember. You know, I was listening and I was thinking about this for a second. Like, the worst thing in the world is apathy. Mm-hmm. You just don't care.
Right.
You have to have fun. You have to laugh at this. It's been such a tough road. I think they're going in the right direction. We talk about that often. Yeah, there's some hope that's attached there. We've been burned before. We are the puppy that's gotten slapped in the face a ton of times that flinches. We all have PTSD, post-traumatic season disorder. But I think it's important that you laugh and you just don't take yourself too seriously.
Otherwise, we'd be crying.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, ultimately, it's basketball. It doesn't matter on the surface. I'm just saying there's like wars and strife and cancer and this and that, like basketball. But it does matter because it's one of those things that helps take us away from all of that. And, you know, a lot of us live and figuratively die with this team and with the struggles they're going through. And I don't feel the apathy. I know there's people that are like, I'm done watching this. That's fine. That's fine. I get it.
To each their own, right?
To each their own. I totally get it. I'm not trying to. I'll definitely be watching a little Tiger Woods TGL tonight while the Kings game's on. I'm sure. But anyways, Craig in Wisconsin. If he shoots from Dame, moves like Iverson, and dishes like Trae Young, he's going to be great. Well, yes, if he does things that two Hall of Famers and another really good All-Star do, all the best. Mm-hmm. He is going to be great. Can I just add something that's not, it's snarky, but it's not entirely snarky. I have here.
I bet it's snarky.
It's a little snarky, which is funny because I'm fine with Trae Young. I don't love or hate him. I think he's a good player. I have no reason to dislike him. I love Allen Iverson. Dame Lillard is my favorite non-King. So with that said, I'm going to take Craig in Wisconsin. I've done research. Jason, are you ready? I got a list for you.
Yeah, I see it.
Championships won by those three players combined. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I had it.
It's on the other side.
I had it. Dame Lillard, Allen Iverson, and Trae Young championships combined. I mean, there's two Hall of Famers in there for sure. Well, one already. There will be another. Dame's one. And who knows? Trae Young's got a lot of time. So out of all those three amazing, two of them Hall of Fame careers, championships won. I need my glasses. I'm sorry. That's kind of a...
I didn't know you were a championship or nothing guy.
No, I am not a championship or nothing guy, but I am a hardliner in this sense. I have no use for anything that doesn't build towards a championship. I don't care. Yeah.
So you don't want a number one pick?
Because number one picks don't win championships?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
That's what we've said, right?
Oh.
Who are you calling?
Hey, hold on. I'm not calling anybody. I just said the warm line just, who is it? We're doing a show. Yes, I know you're the all-time leading scorer, LeBron. I get it, but
how many titles did he win for the Cavs?
He wants to know how many titles. I'm not going to say it. I'm not. Okay, I'll say. This is what he said. I'm not saying this. I won one title, stupid, with the Cavs. I also won other titles.
So the Kings should win the number one pick.
I gotta go. Okay, thanks. Love you too.
Wow.
Not re-sign him, and then get him back as a free agent.
I'm not saying not to do the thing.
There were only two people on hold over there. It was LeBron and Kyrie. That's it. Yeah. No one else.
So they need to get the number one pick, let him go, get another number one pick, and then bring the previous number one pick back.
That's how it's done.
I'm good with that. Sign me up.
Would you?
Sign me up.
You would be good knowing that, not knowing what the future would be.
No. I have to know what the future is. Because in the meantime, I would not like it.
Also have 4 losses in there in the finals. One with just LeBron, right?
I thought you were talking about. I was like, wait, only Allen Iverson made. I thought we were still on that about making the finals. Remember when Allen Iverson stepped over Tyronn Lue?
I do.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was awesome. Maybe that kind of makes it worth it. We can get.
Remember that one time?
Remember that one time? Band camp. We'll take a break when we come back. This is
remember that?
Yeah, remember what? Band camp. Mm-hmm. Oh God. Crosstalk with Matt and Kayla and celebrity birthdays. Next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to a campsite play his acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart. Just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Jackson Hewitt will do your taxes for $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So if you're a delivery driver, /handyman, /wedding DJ, you pay only $149 or less. We're talking to you, waitress.
Check, please.
/pet sitter, /influencer. Just $149 or less. Want your refund to work as hard as you? Hurry. Don't wait. File with Jackson Hewitt today. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at pepsipromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of Pepsi Co. Inc.
Spring is here, and there's really nothing better than hitting the open road in a new Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings, plus get top dollar for your trade. And while life's roads are often filled with bumps, buying from Stockton Honda couldn't be smoother. Wherever the road you travel might lead, Stockton Honda is happy to get you there. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
In golf, a tee can refer to the area where you hit your opening shot on any hole, or it can be the little piece of wood or plastic that holds your ball off the ground so you can hit your tee shot. Now, if you're not already confused, let me try harder. In earlier times, golfers made tees from little heaps of sand, and the sand was kept in little boxes called tee boxes, which gives us the historical connection and gets us back to where we started. Various types of reusable tees were invented over the years, made of rubber, cork, or paper. But the first commercial tee like we know today was the Ready Tee, invented by an American dentist in 1921. It was white wood with red top, so they were easy to find. Today's tees are made of wood or plastic and come in many colors, and there are anti-slice tees, friction-free tees, brush tees, flexible tees, and even biodegradable tees. I'm partial to a tee with contrasting color measuring points, so my ball is teed up the same height every time. Check your local pro shop for lots of choices. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet, Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's going on for the Declaration of Deals sales events?
We're pledging our allegiance to deals and savings. Right now, you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs, or save thousands of finance charges with 0% financing for 60 months and up to $9,000 Hoblet discount.
Wow, $0% and up to $9,000. That's pretty amazing.
We're here to help you save on your next new truck. Plus, with over 400 new Rams available, your perfect Ram is waiting. And if you didn't hear, the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi is back. We have over 60 available with 40 in stock.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
15,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie after $57.94 factory rebates, $82.06 Hoblet discount, and $1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership. Rebates include $500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. 5 at this net savings, 0% for 60 months. Must finance through SFS for well-qualified buyers in lieu of all rebates. $16.67 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. You weren't.
Patrick Stewart, money.
Moo.
Okie dokie.
Me.
Don't ask
For
me.
Maddie.
No brain cells left.
Yeah, well, that's sports radio for you.
So
That's
this
fine.
Friday, we're
Nah.
doing it again, right? Third time's a
No,
charm?
we're not doing that game.
Kayla said no.
Wow,
No.
Kayla.
I'll walk out of the
I would
studio.
like to play it again.
Kayla gets what she wants.
The Kayla Kibosh. She's saying no.
Yeah, I usually don't, so
No.
that I'm going to get my way.
Let's see.
I mean, you weren't the worst last time, Kayla.
No, I wasn't. Dave was, for sure.
That's
Dave,
not what
you
the
were worse than
audience
me.
says.
For sure.
I might have been. How's your day going, everybody?
Good,
It's
just
going.
starting.
It's sunny out. That's the one bright spot.
That's the one.
Pun
Just-
intended. It's
See?
sunny, bright spot.
Yeah.
It's always sunny in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not during the fog time that
What-
we had about 2 months of that.
Right?
That was
I don't
not
like
fun.
That was wild.
That was the best.
Fog that noise. I'm not into it. Do you? What is your optimum high temperature?
Ooh, well, I've lived in Arizona,
Uh-huh.
so that probably would be it. Like,
That's your optimum?
Like ideal.
Like,
my idea. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you meant to the to the highest I could.
no.
I could
Like, what
stand.
is your perfect outdoor temp?
83.
Sunny, partly cloudy.
Yeah.
So
I would say partly.
So you two are similar. Matt?
Probably like sunny and 77.
Hey, Chris, your thoughts? Yeah. Chris and I are both mid to high 60s and cloudy.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
Not cloudy, overcast.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, what's the difference?
I do like rain though.
What's the difference between overcast and cloudy?
Cloudy is like cloudy's like
No
a bunch of
rain.
clouds.
Yeah, I don't want rain.
Not thick.
It's cold though.
I don't
when
want
you have
direct
clouds.
like morning
sun
in the
on
Bay
you.
Area.
Yes, on the ocean, something like
Yeah.
maybe a little fog in the morning.
Yes.
Burn, kind of dissipates around 10 a.m.
Is this you admitting you'd rather be in the Bay?
I would never rather be
Or
in the
LA.
Bay. I'd
Circle
never
Bay.
rather be in LA, but on the coast, yes. Look, I'm a born and raised
Dave
Sacramento.
loves LA.
Dave
loves it.
I would, if you gave me a choice, I'll say, ooh, you know what? I'll make a public statement.
Oh gosh,
This
here
could be
we go.
controversial.
I want to shut up.
If you gave me a choice and only a choice, like parents gone, kids moved out. Well, no, I'm saying if I
Put
didn't
that
have
again.
if I didn't have those connections,
Mhm.
and it was just Melissa and I going off to retire, and they said, Dave, you got a choice. You can live in a mansion in Sacramento or a mansion in Rancho Palos Verdes,
I mean, you already do.
or La Jolla, or
I thought you already had all those
Dana
places.
Point. I wish. I would actually.
He's got the mansion though.
If it was a choice between Sacramento and those beach towns,
Yeah.
I'd take the beach town.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Dana Point's nice.
Sorry.
Get the hell out. How about
Sorry.
that?
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh.
Doesn't mean I don't love Sacramento, but I'm not going to sit here and say our weather is better than those
Yeah,
places.
the weather
Yeah.
is awful, and if I had the choice,
Yeah.
I would stick right here because I love my community.
Yeah, that's a real answer from
That's a man of the
Sacramento.
people.
Christopher Law,
Right there.
2026.
Chris doesn't want to take a chance. I get it.
Shout out to the proletariat.
Yeah. All right. Chris doesn't want to roll the dice. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could be the Californians that moved to Tennessee and think the weather's great there, and then they get hit by a tornado that wipes out their whole place. So, do your research before you move across the
That
country.
happened to my
too.
aunt in South Carolina. Not the tornado part, but the moving to South Carolina.
I mean, they think the weather's great over there. The
That's
weather's
right.
not good.
Just like your aunt, not the weather, just moving to a different
moving.
location.
just left.
That's right. You did tell me about her. that she lives down there.
South Carolina.
Didn't Coes in Tennessee? Yeah. He moved to Tennessee. He went
That's
from
where everyone moves to.
He went from the San Francisco to Tennessee.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All those places are about the same, climate-wise, everything else. Tennessee, I hear San Francisco and Tennessee.
Climate-wise, no.
You thought I was being serious. I was doing a thing.
How humid
There's
is it
no
there?
comparison between them. I was doing.
There might be actually.
Between Tennessee and San Francisco climates, I feel like they're polar opposites.
Isn't it humid though in the summer in San Francisco, like by the bay?
You would think I get where she's coming from. You think it would be
water?
because of the fall. Yeah, not really.
It's really windy during the summer.
It is very windy. Like Chicago says they're the windy city. San Francisco's like
Mark Twain
Hello?
said the worst winter he ever faced.
The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. Not the worst winter, whatever the hell you were. If you're going to quote Twain, get it right, Chris.
You ever been to Alcatraz?
Mark Twain isn't a real person. His real name is Samuel Clemens.
Roger Clemens.
Alcatraz, cold as hell.
I would like to. I think that'd be fun to visit. Just to go do a tour.
It's very fun.
Yeah, what is cold as hell?
Very cold as hell.
Like covering playoff football in Missoula, Montana when I was there.
I
And
think
I was
the
wearing
problem-
like 6 layers.
I think the problem Jason and I have I've never been there.
To Missoula?
No.
Oh.
But historically, is hell not hot?
I'm
So
sure
when
there's
you
different neighborhoods.
when you say cold as hell,
No, there gets a point
Isn't
in-
the implication it's incredibly hot there?
There gets a point in heat stroke where you start to feel very cold.
You know what? I have never experienced that, but have you ever run your finger under super hot water and it weirdly seems cold at first? I think it's the same thing.
What?
You've never done that?
No,
Where it's so hot it feels kind of cold?
That you have nerve damage.
Well, you're nerve, but you said cold as hell.
Yeah.
It's hot as hell.
You know, like when you touch like super cold ice and it burns?
Oh, why? How is that different than what I
Like
just said
dry
about hot
ice.
water?
Literally dry ice
I know
burns.
that. I just said it's the opposite.
Don't yell at me.
I'm just saying you called me a liar,
Go to
and then you
hell.
came up where it's cold.
Yeah, could be.
Celebrity birthday.
Read
What
the
an interesting
Bible.
conversation.
Brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, you know what? If you're freezing in hell, or you're hanging out here, nothing
For also freezing.
makes hell more tolerable.
What?
Yes, it's
You're-
always
you're-
cold
yeah,
in
you're
here.
very
In
cold
here, I'm.
Yes,
Do you think
Dave.
it's cold right now?
No,
Yes.
You're not under the vent.
Yeah, Dave. You're not under the vent.
I'm hot.
She wears
I'm
I'm
full.
actually hot.
She wears a fur coat almost
It's not
every
real
day.
fur, by
Not
the
real
way.
fur,
I'm gonna
everybody.
Get
I'm
PETA to
just-
come and
that's
attack me.
it's the same. Melissa doesn't say it'll
Faux
be
fur.
it'll be summertime and she'll have 3 comforters on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's a woman thing, all
It's,
right?
I think. Look, you said it, not me, but you absolutely. That is one stereotype I think is 100% true, man. My wife is a walking fireball.
Exactly.
She's a lizard. I think
A
she was
lizard?
descended from lizards that sun themselves on rocks
Set the screen.
and watch reality TV.
Ooh, I love that.
200-pound pimple popper,
Oh,
British,
that I don't
UK, bailing out loud, whatever.
What?
Yeah, she was
Hoarders?
watching Naked and Afraid last night, or as I call
I've
it,
never
dirty
watched that.
butts, because that's all it is. It's all that's all Naked and Afraid is. It's a bunch of filthy butts in your face while they're fighting a snake.
Ironically, the TV wasn't on last night.
Back to you.
Oh, my God.
Happy
I would
birthday.
watch the
They
show.
should
if was
call
called
it
Dirty
Filthy Butts.
They are. And there's Filthy Butts XL.
Dirty butts. Dirty butts.
Can you let Jason get to celebrity birthdays?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Poor
Golly.
Jason.
Happy birthday, Peyton Manning.
Ugh.
Whoa.
He annoys me.
Wow.
People that annoy her.
Again, did you live down there? Did you have to hear about him every day of your life?
Peyton Manning
No.
is 48.
He's big 5-0 today.
Really?
I have no idea.
4089.
52.
49.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Matt George.
Big 5-0.
Wow.
Happy
Damn.
birthday to Chris Bosch.
Boosh.
Oh, Chris Bausch.
He
Isn't
made
he the
Dave's,
alien?
Washing machine.
Yeah, I got a Bosch. He's a 39.
4-1.
40.
40.
Matt's closest, 42.
Oh.
Happy
Wow.
birthday to, let's go with Tommy Hilfiger.
Whoa. Designer.
Someday we're going to have to do the top
All right.
10 of Chris Yuck people. He yucks everybody. Tommy Hilfiger's like, what, 77?
83.
Oh my gosh. 77?
Who is
That's what I
Tommy
said.
Hilfiger?
Okay. Hilfiger, not finger.
Who is it?
All right. He's a designer.
Oh, duh.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Well,
Have
you
you
literally
never-
saw his shirts
have you never
everywhere
seen
all the
those
time.
shirts?
Always.
Is that Tommy Bahamas?
How are you gonna duh her when you asked the question? She answered it correctly.
77.
It's cold as hell.
People's in 77.
What is
Tommy Hilfiger?
Please tell me that's correct. Tommy.